Hmm. So,
All right.
the court is going to set a bond violation and pretrial conference date of July 23rd, 2025. That will be at 9 in the morning over Zoom in front of Judge Washington. You are to turn in that SoberLink device as soon as possible. Okay. Prior to your release, you're to be fitted with the Scram Tether. So they should be able to get one of those on you today.
Scram Tether. What the hell is a Scram Tether?
Okay.
Hey, what up? How's everybody doing today?
At this time, the court is going to set a $25,000 personal recognizance bond.
Damn, 25
So
G-nuts?
basically what that
What up, Amber?
means
It's
is
to
if
me,
you're not paying anything to
Mario.
get out, you will have to sit around and wait for them to come put the tether on you.
What's cracking, OG? How you been? Hey,
But
I've been doing
you're
good.
getting
Thank
a
you, Holly,
personal
for
recognizance bond.
Holly. Appreciate
You're promising to show up for your next court date and to abide by the bond conditions. If you fail to go to community corrections as directed, or
hey, thank you for that daily heart.
Have
New
any
glow,
sort
Nikki.
of
What up,
positive
Hillary?
instances with the Scram Tether, then a bench warrant may issue for your arrest. Your bond's going to go back to this $25,000 bond that the judge had ordered when the bench warrant issued. Okay? Okay. Any questions about anything I just said?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Attorney Moten, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
I just want to confirm you said July 23rd, 9 a.m.?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, what up, Lex? How's it going?
You're going to get that Scram Tether, bring the SoberLink back, and I do wish you good luck with this. I know it's a struggle. Okay?
Great, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. You are free to go to the door and tell the jail that you're finished. Your hearing is concluded, as is our docket, I believe.
What? Come on, we just got started, Your Honor. Sheesh, how dare you do us like that? Hey, Lex, I can't complain. I've been a little bit under the weather. I haven't been on. I've been having other things going on. But don't even trip, guys. We're going to go ahead and find something else right now. It's nice and early. There's a lot of courts going on right now. So let's go ahead and switch it up, all right? Just give me a momento right here. And we're going to switch it up right quick. Let's see what else we could find here on the World Wide Web, if you will. Let's see who we got right here. Should we see some? Do you guys want to see some? Let's see some landlord. Let's see some people getting evicted and want to. Damn, James, que gacho. Damn, people are getting evicted and we're over here eavesdropping on them. Hey, what up, Les? How's it going? Scram Tether is to monitor alcohol. Okay, hey, thank you for Hillary. I wasn't aware of that. AZ has eviction courts right now. What the what? Where at? I didn't know AZ had eviction court. Where'd that be at? Did this one just end too? Nah. Oh no. Let's find another one. We need some action right now. We need some serious action. Let's see what's up with Cedric. You're honorable. Oh no, it's on private right now. Let's see Robert. What's up with Robert over here? Let's see what's going on over here.
Christopher versus Donna's Country Store. The plaintiff did say that she saw.
Ain't nothing going on over here. Let me see. You know what? Let me look up. Polk County. I think Polk County might be having. Where the hell did I put this? Polk County child support. Let's see over here. Polk County. Where is Polk County Life Court? Should have it somewhere on here. All right, let's go. Let's see. Virtual court first appearances. Child support. I think the child support ones they do early. Let's see. Continue on browser. It was Maricopa County. What? I wasn't aware that. I'm gonna have to look that one up. So you know what? Let's check out Judge Glazer. Judge Glazer's on right now. Let me turn off my microphone here. Turn off my camera. And let me see here. Hopefully they let us in. And let me open up Zoom, if you will. Hey, what up, Tracy? How's it going? How is it going today? So right now I'm just waiting on this here to open up. And let me just I just clicked on the Zoom. So just be patient right here. We're gonna be getting into court. I'm good. Just to finish work. That's right. Hell yeah. So hey, that's definitely something you want to celebrate right there, finishing up work. I'm gonna be on for about 2 hours today. So right now I'll be on for a good 2 hours. Right now we'll do an hour of whatever I could find right now, and then we will and then at in about an hour we'll jump on to Maricopa County. So right now we're gonna jump
Fechas
over
que
to
usted
Florida.
tiene en la corte, no falte las fechas en la
Alright.
corte. ¿Está bien? En Broward County. ¿Está bien?
If you don't have any money for a bond, you will have to wait up to 15 days for Broward County to come and pick you up.
Ahora, si no tiene dinero para poner la fianza,
Love
usted va a
her.
tener que esperar
305,
15 días
baby.
para que Broward County lo venga a recoger.
Don't
We said here for June 30th to make sure you either posted a bond at $500 or were transported to Broward County.
Ahora bien, el 30 de junio hemos fijado otra fecha para asegurar
El heavy
de
duty.
que si usted puso la fianza de $500 o fue transportado para Broward County. ¿Está bien?
Do you understand?
¿Entendido?
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Gracias. Ya puede ir, se puede llamar al carcelero. Manténgase en comunicación con su abogado.
We said June 30th. Now we have
30 de junio.
lawyer from Palm Beach Warrant, Mr. Rodriguez comes back. Cedric Lee, is Mr. Lee here?
Your Honor, he refused court. These are at presence.
I don't need no
Wanna
stinking
waive
court.
presence?
Yes.
He's also at Marshall. They all love that Marshall's. Yeah, there's
All right,
probable cause for
all right.
2 counts of grand theft or retail theft. Count 1 is appointing public defender's office, waiving presence. Bond is $5,000. Count 1 and 5. I'm sorry, 2,500. Count 1 and 2,500. Count 2.
All right, damn, I'm hidden over here. Let me put myself over here on this side here, like so, and move this up a little bit here. Bam. All right. So how's everybody doing
Next
today?
case is Jonathan Ledesma.
So anybody that just
He
stumbled in
refused
right now?
court, Your Honor. These are added charges.
All right. I need to
Waiving his presence if you want to do the stay away order and division.
Okay, it's an added charge.
Added charge? Who stacked them up, Judge? I'll take that on the chin. It ain't nothing. Got one charge. What's another one on top of that?
All right, there's probable cause for the
That
charge.
ain't
Appoint the public
nothing.
defender's office, waive presence. What do you want me to set the bond at? 1,500, 25.
2,500.
All right, $2,500 bond.
Your Honor, Mr. Willis is here.
These
Trayvon
judges
Willis.
give folks
Okay,
years like
thank you.
it's
1 second,
candy.
I'll be with you.
All right, let's see what this gentleman did right here. What do you guys think this guy did right here? This upstanding citizen, if you will, that's being attacked by the unmute button, if you will. Is he gonna get a drop
Right,
one,
next,
flush one?
I'm sorry, is
No sé.
Mr. Willis?
Rugs.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
So you were arrested for retail theft. It's from January 29th of 2025. It's alleged that you and your friends went to, or your co-defendants went to the Bath and Body Works store by
That-
136th Street. I think 8888.
What store did he- Did she say Bath and Body Works?
Anyway, they say you went there
Huh?
with your friends and you took over $1,100 of merchandise. So there
Damn.
would be a probable cause for retail theft. Public defender's office is appointed for you. You are ordered to stay away from the Bath and Body Works store at
She said
8888
Bath and Body
Southwest
Works.
136th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there.
I can smell those candles right now.
There's a hole for you to see your judge Monday and your
I need candles.
three
That's right,
probation
Tracy.
cases, sir. All right, F24 10711, F24 15798, F24 16050. Bond is 2,500. Have a nice day.
That's a lot of hand sanitation. A lot of hand sanitizer, if you will. Those candles are pricey. They are. Aren't they like $10 each? I know my wife when she goes there, man. I know it's an arm and a leg. So yeah, hey,
Now
it's
I can
definitely
start
tough
page
times. So
one. Do you have no attorneys here? Okay.
okay. Pues
Let's
ni
start on
modo, Your
page-
Honor. $30, $24.50. Oh yeah, hey, I don't blame that guy for taking all those candles.
You said Jonathan Ledesma was
$20 for and don't they cast cancer too? Sheesh.
They're just getting our paperwork
It's been
here
so long. Hey,
straightened
what
out.
up, Big? How's it going? Damn, they got this one, the Ninja Turtle suit. Is it a guy or a girl? I can't even tell nowadays. Everybody's questionable, if you will. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know, hey, different strokes for different folks. Hey, what up? What up? How's it going?
Mason on page 1. Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for
A rah-rah,
possession of
I think that
cocaine
is.
and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public
What a
defender's
big
office
stretch.
for you.
Hap?
She has an open
Oh,
case
it's a
for the
she.
same thing.
Okay.
No
What up,
future
Shannon?
court date. I'm okay with that.
Judge said, ma'am, all right.
Corrections, did she handle the bench warrant?
What happened to the bench warrant?
Your Honor, she pleaded and they gave her CTS and no pros.
Okay,
All right,
great.
right,
Tap
yeah.
alternate bond.
Welcome back, James, if you will. That's right, Lisa. It's a girl, all
Tap
right.
alternate bond is $2,500 count one
I was about to have one of
and
those reveal
$500
parties
count two.
with
Ma'am,
a
you're
gender
gonna have to
reveal.
come to court for your arraignment. What date, please?
I'm not sure. I might need
July
to start doing those
14th at
nowadays.
9 a.m., courtroom 27. Have a nice day.
Hey, what up, Honcho? How's it going?
It's Judge Rodriguez.
Sheesh. My favorite. Hey, what's up? Hell yeah, Lisa. Hey, it's been a minute. I haven't been on, but hey, I forgot about you guys. What did she do? I don't even know. I was so
Next is
confused that
Amanda Jimenez, page 1.
I couldn't even tell what was going on here. So I was slightly distracted. If you all, I got the attention span
You
of
were arrested for possession of a controlled substance. It says liquid heroin. I will
what?
appoint the public defender's office for you.
She was just released from prison on March 9th, requesting a bond.
Tucson starts in 2 hours. You forgot and barely remember. Hey, what up? What up? How's it going, Sam? Hey, what up, Princess? How's it going?
You would consider pretrial service.
Hey, what up, Sue?
Let me read this.
We're gonna go ahead and drop one flush one, if you will.
Okay, I'm going to give her. Is she eligible for pretrial? Tap alternate bond, $2,500. Maybe they can give her drug counseling as well.
It's overstate's objection.
So noted. And you have an address, ma'am?
Hey, it's a money grab.
You can get some drug counseling. Have a nice day.
Shannon. Hey, man.
Next, we have Amanda Rebotarius.
Hey, I don't like age, but when I do, it has to be liquid for me, if you will. Now, I'm just messing with you guys. I don't mess with any of that stuff.
You were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called crystal meth.
Damn.
The public defender's office.
Judge, this Rebotarius was a bond out. This
I'm
is
sorry.
Martha Henriquez.
Right, Rebotarius is a bond out, pardon me. Now we have Miss Enriquez. Ma'am, you were arrested for possession of cocaine, possession with intent to sell cocaine, possession of a place
What up,
for
Honcho?
purposes of trafficking in cocaine,
Damn.
possession with intent to sell cocaine to
She has that yayo.
convenience store. And I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So let me review.
Not only did she have the chips and sodas, man, she also got that. She got that yayo. Well, obviously her cover didn't work. She wasn't covered up too well. Let me see. I'm shocked there wasn't a woman for the theft. but hey, hey, when you got them clients, you gotta serve them clients what they want. Maybe I'm hoping he was at least making half off. He was making half of that. So if it was worth 1,100, I'm hoping he was at least making 550. Because I wouldn't be charging less than that.
So
At least half off.
I see probable cause for sale of cocaine. I don't know what else. Am I missing something? It's a bit over.
There's the tent, which is possession of
Florida.
a place. It also talks about the church being across the street.
Okay. But there's no
That's right, Rapid.
So count one, I'll just split them, I guess. Count one, possession of cocaine is $2,500. Count two, it's not an attempt. There's probable cause. Actually, count two. You want me to ROR that one or release outright? It's really count two is possession with intent to sell cocaine.
Man, I gotta start this. One of the streams over. Damn, I think they hit me because of the yayo.
So let me change it around. Do count one is $1,500. Count one will be $1,000. Count two is $1,500. 1 second.
All right, cool. If you didn't even see me restart the stream, that wasn't affecting you.
Count 3, possession or place for purposes of trafficking in cocaine.
Oh
She said
man.
the deal was done in the car. How was that heard? I don't think so. Miss Corey, do you have an argument? It was done, I thought, in the CI's car.
Oh, confidential informant. Damn, they ratted her out.
CI's car.
There's also the tent.
Count 3.
Huh?
Tent.
There's a what?
The tent.
Come again?
She walked out of the incident location. But the other person handed her the drugs, so I don't understand.
What kind of transaction was
She
that?
sat under a tent. I don't see probable cause for count 3. Release outright.
It didn't happen in the tent. Hold on.
Did it happen in the tent or in the car? Or in the liquor store? I'm confused.
It says once the victim arrived,
Can you tell me it's a place for her? I don't think that's what
walk to the tent,
Hey,
make
thank you for
contact
that,
with the
Daily Heart.
defendants.
Miss Cooper says. I don't see how a tent is going to be a place. It's not. It's a movable object. It's not a fixed structure. Okay, enclosed. It's a tent by name. It's a covering.
I don't know the case law on it, Judge.
I don't think there's probable cause for count 3.
Thank you, Tracy.
Release outright. Count 4, there's probable cause for possession with intent to
Next!
sell,
That's right, Sue.
the church. So 2,500. So count 4, I'll set that at
What up, Christy? Buenos
$7,500.
dias.
Have a good day. Next, we have Loretta Perez.
To qualify for
Loretta
TAP.
Perez.
Thank you.
Let's see. What do you guys
Your
think
Honor,
Loretta
Ms.
did?
Perez, she refused court.
She refused court. Let me review the probable cause.
Loretta said, I'm not going to court today. No need for that. So a
So there's
10 is not a
probable
dwelling.
cause. We set it for the afternoon.
Esto es. That's right. It's entertaining, if you will. Hey, who was that in there that just snuck in? Let me see. Hey, what's up, Maribel? How's it going? And for those of you that are hitting the like, highly appreciate that. Remember, hitting the like is free 99. It doesn't cost you a thing.
Mara, page 2.
Hey, what up, Amber? Yeah,
TAP.
I've been missing in action. I got picked up by
Mhm.
immigration, if you will, but I'm back. No, I didn't get picked up by immigration. Luckily, I was born here, and I haven't. I
Good morning,
don't have to
ma'am.
deal
Do you
with
speak
that. But
English?
you just never know in these times right now.
You were arrested for possession of cocaine, possession of alprazolam, a controlled substance, and
Oh.
possession of cannabis.
Not
I will appoint the
Alprazolam.
public defender's office for you.
James running. Oh man, hey man, I'm glad. That's one thing that I am. I'm glad I was born here. Very unfortunate for the things that are
I'm
happening
sorry, I
right
don't
now,
see the
but
cannabis.
sheesh.
Let me see.
Count 1, anyway, tap. Is
Zannies.
that good or tap alternate bond? Count 1 is 2,500
That's
for
right,
possession
Honcho.
of cocaine. Count 2 for possession of the alprazolam. I'll set that at $1,000. Count 3 should be probable cause for possession of drug paraphernalia. That would be $500.
You in Cali, kid?
So you have
LA
to
all
come to
day,
court for
every
your
day.
arraignment on July
213.
14th at 9 a.m. Courtroom 7-2. Have a nice day.
7-2. Let me see right here. Activate selected. Let me see here, and I gotta turn on 2 more.
Next is Cassandra Reyes.
DeSanto Reyes. Let me see. How the hell did I turn this off yesterday?
Good morning, ma'am. Ms. Reyes, you were arrested for
These are added charges, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. You were arrested for retail theft. It says multiple thefts or items or locations within 30 days. I will
Sue,
appoint
I
the
did
public
see that.
defender's office for you.
But petty theft 2 or more.
It'd be petty theft 2 or more convictions. She's going to 2 different Walmarts and stealing.
Damn,
Stealing
2 different.
clothes.
Hey, she's definitely a busy criminal. Or
So
shoplifter.
you are ordered to stay away from the Walmart store at 13600 Southwest 288th Street in Miami,
What up,
Florida.
Tabby Tab?
And you are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. Your bond is $2,500. Have a good day.
What up, kid? Man, I miss you guys too. Not Wally. Man, where's she gonna go shopping now? I guess she's gonna have to go to Target now. And if she gets back from Target, where's she gonna hit next? Maybe the Wawa, since we're there's Wawas right in Florida. I guess she's gonna have to be hitting them gasoline stations. What's up? What's up,
Next,
Just?
Melanie Priest, page 3.
What up, user? Hey, thank you, Les. Are you feeling it? Hey, I still have that cough. I haven't been able to sleep that
You
well.
were arrested for failing or for violating registration requirements.
Is that Sideshow Bob?
Defender's office for you.
What up? Hey, what up, Lynn?
There is probable cause for the charge. She was a day late reporting. I'm gonna set the bond at the lower escape.
Is
a
that
day late.
And she also, Gianna looks at her history requesting standard. She did 366 for multiple violations.
366.
Okay, I'm setting the bond at $2,500.
You too, Dylan?
Have a nice day.
Man, I haven't been able to shake this cough, man. And
Next case is Lewis King, page 4.
and I tested myself for COVID yesterday, and it came up negative because I was like, man, what the hell is wrong with me? Obviously something's wrong, but I can't figure it out. Hey, thank you for sharing the live, Amber. I really appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Stephanie? How's it going? Welcome to You Have a Collect Call From, where we do this right here. And what is this? Real life court appearances, if you will. If you've never been in the court system, hey, I will tell you this much: you definitely don't want to get caught up because it's not a fun experience. They will sinus infection. Sheesh. She got a lot to say. Hey, thank you, A-Love. Thank you for the follow. And for those of you that are new here, they're hitting that follow. I highly appreciate you guys. Always remember
I'm
to
looking
follow.
for Mr. Lewis
It's free.
King.
Miss Priest, would you consider TAP as an alternate?
Please.
It's free
No, I'm
99.
not doing that. I do not skip tap for that charge. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Okay, one more thing. Did you do understand that I got there the same day?
It's that we've been one day late. I'm so sorry. Maybe the division judge will release you, but I can't.
What up, Brent? She ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. She's getting attacked by the unmute button on one of the streams. I swear by music. Hey, I might pick some up. You know what? We might have some. I'm gonna check our medicine cabinet. She's stuck in there. Hey, thank you, Diane. Highly appreciate that Daily Heart Advil code.
Next, we have Lewis King.
Hey, no, I don't,
Good
Linda.
morning, Mr. King. You were arrested for failing to register a change of address as required by law.
What?
The public defender's
Drop one,
office
flush
for you.
one.
There is probable cause for the charge, and setting your bond. It's $2,500. Have a good day.
Gotta drop one for him because he failed to register, and that's no bueno in my book.
Next, Brandon Thomas, page 4. Yes, sir.
Hey, happy Friday. What's up, Jams? Let me
You know
see.
she has
If
the
you
volume
use
now, and I
Mucinex, drink a
can't
lot
hear
of
you.
water with
And
it.
she doesn't want you making any statements that will incriminate yourself.
He's a sicko, yup. Hey, well, you know what? Yeah, I drink a lot. I'm always drinking water. I'm big on water, so
Next, Brandon Thomas, please.
keep him in there, yup. Bury him. Wood chipper. How come you can't hear him talk? Because they muted him. Sometimes they'll do that. What's the point of this? They're so quick. Just tell them what their charges are, and they're gone like the wind, yo. Damn, what the hell? Is that Tarzan?
You were arrested for criminal mischief, $1,000 or more in damage.
Sheesh. Or is he a caveman?
For you.
It's a bus, but I didn't see the amount of damage. The defendant's got prior convictions from this year requesting a bond.
I'm not sure, but I don't think that's the way you're supposed to wear that.
Damaging it while it was going to the garage because the bus driver was ending the shift. There's probable cause for criminal mischief and second-degree misdemeanor. I'll set the bond at $500. Have a nice day.
I don't think you're supposed to be wearing the Ninja Turtle suit like that.
$500.
He got flair. He was in a costume contest, if you will. Hey, thank you for the follow, user. Highly appreciate that. All right. He's muy caliente. He might be a little bit hot. Styling and profiling.
But Mr. Thomas, can we pass him for the afternoon so we can get him into the hospital?
Hey, what up, Happy Berry?
Okay. Reset for the afternoon for hospital.
Lay, what up, Matthew? The number one dress goes
Next
to this
is
guy.
Noel Rodriguez Rubalcaba.
On the anti-shoplifting device, I'll agree to $1.
I'll buy that
He's
for
on a
$1.
felony bond on 2 cases.
Unless you want criminal mischief.
No.
Okay, I can review it. I didn't look at it yet.
I don't know,
Sir,
but
we'll see. It could be card only, just so we're clear.
if he's going for crazy, that might be working for him right there. He's definitely got me questioning his sanity. But then, I don't work in the court, so he might be trying to pull the wool over my eyes. What do you guys think? So right now you can't hear anything because sometimes they'll mute it, like I said. So I have no control over that. He knows what he's doing. Hey, imagine he popped out a peanut butter bar from between his butt cheeks and
Good
ate
morning,
it.
sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
Sir, you were arrested for 2 cases. One is attempting to use an anti-shoplifting device.
Sí, señor, lo arrestaron por 2 cargos. Uno es intentando de utilizar un dispositivo antirrobo.
And the other case is
Hey, what up,
possession
K's
of a
Nuggets?
controlled substance called methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia.
I don't want to imagine
Y
that,
los
right,
otros
Linda?
dos, el otro caso es posesión de una sustancia controlada, metanfetamina, y posesión de equipos de drogas.
Hey, what up,
I will appoint
49er
the
fan?
public defender's
What up,
office for
Brittany?
you.
Le voy a nombrar abogado de oficio para que los represente.
What up,
You're out on felony bond on
Katie?
2 cases, so there's a hold for you to see the division judge on Monday for your open felony cases.
El lunes tiene cita con el juez, pero tiene 2 casos y tiene la cita, tiene 2 casos de delitos mayores abiertos. Tiene cita con el juez el lunes.
So count 1 on F25-12140, count 1 possession of methamphetamine is $2,500, and count 2 possession of drug paraphernalia is $500.
Está bien, el primer cargo son $2,500
I've
de
been missing in action,
fianza.
Jade. Welcome back.
12140, posesión de metanfetamina, $2,500. En el segundo cargo son posesión de equipos de droga, $500.
If I had hair,
The
I
other
wouldn't be
case
signing it like that. No way.
attempting to use an anti-shoplifting device.
I'd ask you to find no probable cause.
You sure you want the $1 or another one?
$1 bond's fine.
There's no probable cause. I'll set the bond at $1.
No hay motivo fundado, voy a fijar la fianza en $1, ¿está bien? Por el otro caso del dispositivo de antirrobo.
Have a nice day.
Ya puede tomar asiento.
Next is Hiblin Alberti, page 4.
Hey, thank you, Amber. Thank you for that. All right, up next, what kind of case do you guys? Is it going to be a shoplifter from Wally's World? Is it going to be somebody having
Good morning, Mr. Alberti. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance. Do you
conveyance?
speak English? I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So this is from yesterday, June 12th. Victim got notice of his credit card being used. He left it in his glove compartment.
Thank you for that
Then
daily
he
heart,
checked
Megan.
his
That's
car
right
and
from
saw
down under.
that his car was broken into, and it showed him a male breaking into his vehicle.
A conveyance is a vehicle? Yeah, I'm confused. That's new language to me.
There's probable cause for the charge.
Hey, what up,
Bond is
Teresa?
$2,500. Have a nice day.
Interestingly enough, he asked for his fingerprints to be compared.
Okay.
As indicating that he did not have any involvement. Would you consider any program for him, Judge?
Said he's wearing the exact same clothing and matched the profile of the subject in the video.
He's got a 35-day sentence from April requesting a bond.
Okay.
Bond.
I'm leaving the bond.
Check them prints, writes Tracy.
Next is Cornelius Marshall.
What do you guys think Cornelius is here for?
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for driving with a license permanently revoked.
Permanently?
I will appoint the public defender's office for you. It looks like it was revoked. I don't know. He has an open case. Do you care about? Is he eligible for pretrial?
Requesting a bond. He's got the open case, plus he's got priors.
I would ask for pretrial services, Judge.
Jamie, thank you for that daily heart. Highly appreciate that.
Okay, I think it's pre-trial. No driving unless you have
Looks
a
like
valid
a rat's
license.
tail.
Until you get one, you can't drive a vehicle. Pre-trial services alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day.
Silver State's objection.
Okay, thank you.
Next!
Next, please, Antonio Cruz Ortez.
This is her,
page
yeah?
5.
This is the one that
Could be okay
recognized
for
her.
pre-trial. Let's see how long he's been here.
her
Your Honor,
classmate.
Mr. Cruz Ortiz has a
It's
hold
not
for
clear.
immigration.
No pre-trial. You want, I can lower the bond maybe.
If you want to see it clear, I got it. It looks a lot clearer on my YT channel at Collect Call From. I am doing
Spanish interpreter, please.
simultaneous.
Buenos días, señor Cruz. Tiene una
streams.
retención migratoria.
So you were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Yeah, we got that.
Señor,
we got it
usted
with
fue
that
arrestado por
yayo.
posesión de cocaína. Le
It's
voy a
4K
nombrar
for me.
abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
I'm setting your bond at $1,500. Have a nice day.
Voy a fijar la fianza en $1,500. Está bien, ya puede tomar asiento.
Get
Next,
out of my face.
arrestees Alfonso, page 5.
Yeah, the yayo. Hey, what up? What up? F-U-C-K. Your love. That's right. Hopefully you don't got that tatted on your back.
$1,500.
What up, Jennifer?
Posesión de cocaína.
That fool ain't going nowhere.
Ms. Alfonso's present.
Morning.
Speaks English.
So you were arrested for possession of cocaine, possession of crystal meth, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Damn, another one with the yayo. Man, like, hey, when you hear about yayo, that's like so 1970s, so 1970s, 1980s.
Yes.
And here we are, 2025. What do you guys think about that? I'm just saying. So right now, in about 30 minutes, we'll jump over to Maricopa. That's when the court's going to start up. Sure, it's 1970s, 1980s.
So count one, there's probable cause for possession of cocaine. That's a $2,500 bond. Count two, there's probable cause for possession of crystal meth. I'm sorry, is he eligible for a program?
I think he's out on bond, right? Corrections?
Sorry?
Oh, okay, 'cause maybe not. Sorry, there was, my priors are, is he out on bond?
I'd ask for a pretrial. I don't see him out on bond.
I don't see him out on bond.
What up, Rosa?
Okay, it says DOC released.
If you
It
will.
says he was released from DOC on 4/8/25.
You're not getting pre-trial. Sorry, I can give him TAP. TAP alternate bond.
Is
TAP
that live?
alternate bond is $2,500.
Me or
Count two
them?
will be $2,500. And count three, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500.
Silver State's objection.
He has an address, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Next we have is Edwin and Antrobus.
We're both live.
I don't have any bond.
Hold for F25 7909.
What up, Hank? So if you look right, if I move my head right here, you could look. The time will
Good
be.
morning, sir. You were
somewhere
arrested
around here.
for possession of a controlled substance called MDMA. I will
Oh
appoint the public
snap! Not
defender's
the
office for you.
MDMA.
There is probable cause for the charge.
The A track. The A track. Damn, that's way back.
1 second.
And for those of you that don't know what an 8-track is, it's kind of like a cassette tape, but a little bit bigger. And for those of you that don't know what a cassette tape is, it's kind of like a CD,
on Monday, so
but a lot bigger.
the hold is F25 7909. I'll set your bond at $1,500. Have a good day. Also, corrections. I need somebody to run a case. Jace Vargas
TikTok
told
is
me she closed out. Somebody and her staff, the court staff is telling her they don't set it.
It says F25.
F25 2516. The guy's name, the gentleman's name is Colan, COLANGUONO.
Your Honor, this is an out-of-state fugitive.
It should be set for Monday because he closed his case. Who sets it?
Hey, thank you, Hank. I'm glad you made
Usually
it.
warrants does. I'll get somebody. I'll call somebody in warrants right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Gracias.
Who's supposed to set it? The clerk of corrections?
It's actually warrants.
Huh?
I mean, I could probably try to set it.
I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Forget. Day for sure.
Right now.
Well, that's an out-of-state fugitive warrant number.
Yeah, it needs to be set. Because Judge Carbarga was really nice to tell me the fellow took a plea and it should be set.
Right now it says for 6/17, so it would have to be moved up today.
Oh, that's not so bad.
She told me it's taking a plea now.
No, but he's already set for Tuesday.
Well, let's set a Monday so you can be one day quicker getting out of our jail. All right, now we have.
That's so gross putting a pen in your mouth like that.
Let me see who's
Ugh,
next.
yucky.
Next we have is Luis Gonzalez, page 6. You know what happened? I sent an email out to all the judges yesterday about warrants. I mean, extradition warrants, and not to sign. So I guess it was on her mind.
Spanish, please.
Buenos días.
Hi, Mr. Gonzalez. Good afternoon. You were arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Señor, le hemos puesto cargos por 2 cargos de hurto menor. Tienes 2 convicciones y también equipos de droga.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le voy a nombrar un abogado de oficio para que le represente.
Oh, it looks like he's stealing a tip jar at the restaurant in Miami Beach.
A tip jar?
En la jarrita de las propinas en un restaurante
Come
en
on
Miami
now,
Beach.
man. Some people are over here working.
He
You're
has
taking their
prior
damn
convictions, and he also had
tips.
a pipe on him.
A
with
pipa?
residue of crack cocaine.
He had a pipa on
Él
him?
tiene otras convicciones o antecedentes penales y también tenía una pipa con residuo de vaina de crack.
If there is probable
He's
cause
gonna get a
for the
flush for that
charge,
right there.
Hay motivo fundado por
Ah,
su
wow.
arresto.
You are ordered to stay away from Joe and the Juice Restaurant at 2000 Collins Avenue in Miami Beach, Florida.
Le han pedido que se aleje del restaurante Joe and the Juice restaurante en 2000 Collins Avenue en Miami Beach.
Count 1, petty theft, 2 or more convictions is $2,500, and count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500.
El primer cargo de 12
That's why he's
hurtos
getting
mayores
that's why he's getting attacked
son
by the unmute button.
$2,500. El segundo es
Get him, mute button. Get him.
$500 por tener equipos de droga encima.
Have a nice
Did
day.
you
Ya puede tomar acción.
out on felony bond?
Yes, hold for the division judge for that open case. It's F24, F25-10162, and F25-11081.
And,
Tiene, sí, 2 cargos de.
and that lady has a thing about putting pens in her mouth.
Frente al juez en otra
She
fecha.
had a blue pen, now she has a yellow pen
Next
or a yellow
case,
highlighter.
Vincent McPherson, page 6.
Ice is getting everybody, and by ice I mean Beth.
Today is cocaine day.
Gosh, she said cocaine.
The next person has, that's my, 10th cocaine
What?
case. I'll take it over to 2 cases any day.
Pre-show's good.
Good morning, Mr. McPherson. You are arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint
Another
the
one.
public defender's office for you.
I noticed that.
There's probable cause for the charge. Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day, sir.
Next. Hey, what up, L? How's it going?
Does he have an address?
Ah, wow.
Thank you.
Hey, what up, Carson?
Nacelle
Sheen
Rodriguez
Gators.
Lopez. On page 6. Out on bond, hold for F24-260-62E.
Myself right here, like so.
Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
Sir, you were arrested for organized scheme to defraud and grand theft.
Señor, le han puesto
Hey, what up,
cargos
Roddy?
por
Welcome back.
organizar esto para defraudar y también hurto mayor.
Hola, no
I will
face.
appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le voy a nombrar abogado de oficio para que los represente.
So he got arrested for stealing a load of metal using a
Hey, what up,
semi-truck
Brittany?
trailer.
Sí, a él lo arrestaron por esto,
Sheen
robar
Gators.
una carga de metales utilizando un camión grande.
So this was stealing scraps, probably to go cash in at the scrapyard. They busted for booger sugar.
So he's picking up a load of metals and he wasn't authorized to do so.
Sí, estaba recogiendo esta carga de metal.
Using a
It was the
semi
second time of the day he did this. He was
or
he was there
semi.
earlier in the day with a different truck.
Sí, era ya la segunda vez durante el día y estaba ahí más temprano ahí con el camper.
Hey, what up, Bill? Cool things. Welcome back, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys. You guys that show, that are always showing up. Highly appreciate you guys.
So count one, there's probable cause for organized scheme to defraud, and count two, there is probable cause for grand theft.
En el cargo número 1 hay motivo fundado por el organizar de defraudar.
Hey, thank you, Christy. Highly
Y
appreciate that
también
daily heart.
para el cargo número 2.
So I'm setting a bond. Count one is $2,500 and for organized scheme to defraud. Count two, grand theft is $2,500.
Sí, en los dos casos, en los dos cargos son $2,500
Man, I'm still under the weather.
cada uno.
But here I am, right?
2,500 organización para defraudar y el segundo cargo
Hey, thank you, No Face. Highly appreciate that. Happy Friday.
He
Hey, what up,
contacted
Beck?
the real driver and said he gave him $500 not to pick up his metals. that
Sorry,
day.
no
So, lots going on.
tortilla.
Se
Nice to see you. Hey, nice to see you too, Christy. Highly
con
appreciate you.
con
Naomi,
no sé
thank you for
quién
that
para recoger los $500.
daily heart.
All right, see you again Monday. Have a nice day. Next we have.
Puede tomar asiento.
All right,
Oh,
20
also,
minutes from
so you want me to
Maricopa.
order him to
Boston
stay
in
away
the
from
house.
the-
Hey, Cass, thank you for the follow.
I don't know.
Sir, stay away from the victim whose initials are OR. No contact with that victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Señor, tiene que alejarse también de una víctima que tiene los iniciales de OR. No puede tener contacto con esa víctima directamente, indirectamente, persona, ni por escrito, por teléfono, ni por tercera persona. ¿Entendido?
Okay. And stay away from the area that he was arrested at.
También aléjese de la zona donde lo arrestaron.
Thank you.
That's right,
Gracias por tomar
Hancho.
asiento.
Catalan,
John
man.
Williams.
Catalan. Vámonos, amigo. Vámonos. Every time I hear Cubans talking, I want to say heavy duty.
Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Heavy duty.
Sir, you were arrested for one count of burglary with an assault or battery. This is from May 30th of 2025. Sir, can you afford to hire a lawyer?
Hey, what up, Hope Marie?
Hired the public defender.
You don't hire them, you sign them. Do you own your home?
No,
Do you-
ma'am. I stay at my grandmother.
Hey, yeah,
I'll
you're not
appoint the
lying.
Public defender's office
Build
for
cool
you.
things. Hey, it's scary, man. That's scary. But you never know what's going through somebody's mind. That's the thing. Like you never know what anybody's going through, or they have mental health issues and whatnot. So you gotta be real careful on the way you treat people online, especially when you attack them like that, on a daily basis. For the most part, when it comes to YouTube and other individuals on YouTube, I try not to talk about them because you never know. Shit, next thing you're pushing up daisies over what? Over a few words? Hell nah, it ain't worth it. And you let people know where you're at.
Maybe it's family.
It's not
I
a
don't
good
need to hear
combination.
from them, just a victim.
I don't think the victim's presence.
Okay.
Actually, the victim may be here. Let me double check. If the victim's present, let us know.
He stays with his grandma. It was all on live feed. Yup. Did you not have the button for the tortillas? Facts. Sometimes I want to be out there and streaming it and live and stuff like that. But damn, things like that happen. I'm like, shit. It's like you just never know. There's some weirdos out there. And if there's any weirdos out there, I mean, no disrespect by it.
As for burglary with an assault or battery.
I'm not talking about you, weirdo.
It's from May 30th. He was positively identified as well by Officer Scott.
'Cause I don't know
People
if
are
this
way
is
too sensitive nowadays.
family. I'm gonna
Mr. F, let me stay away. You are ordered
Today's
to stay
episode
away
of The
from
Price is
Erica
Wrong.
Breedlove, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. You must stay at least 500
No
feet
parole
away
board
from
hearings
the
today.
victim, the victim's home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do you understand to stay away with it, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, the homeowner indicates that they're here.
Okay, great. They want to be heard. I'm happy to hear them. But I
A
don't see
litter
why
of
you do.
puppies. Oh man, I love puppies.
family under the name.
No, I
Mrs.
Are you,
don't.
who are you?
You know what? A lot of the times, these people, when you're in these
Whoever,
situations,
it's a homeowner, I'm allowing you to talk.
they're normally under the
La persona que está
influence.
asociado con este caso está permitiéndole la juez
They
que
speak
hable.
English. If it's a homeowner, they speak English.
And a lot of the times,
All right. I entered the stay away order. State you filed a motion for
They type their
pretrial
name in here,
detention.
Judge.
What?
They type their name as Deshaun Breedlove.
Okay. But I promoted
yeah, I've been
them,
seeing
and
LA.
that's
The
Yup.
victim on the back of the A form is Erica Breedlove.
be the victim's husband. It doesn't matter.
I don't know if it's like a family house in dispute or what the situation is.
You don't know. I don't know.
The realtor.
There's probably cause for the charge. State you filed a motion for pretrial detention.
It's a burglary with a battery to a dwelling. Yes.
Judge, I would ask that you find no probable cause for a burglary. There's nothing indicating that Mr. Williams was not given permission to be in the home.
Yes, there was. The victim said they didn't give him permission. He shouldn't have been in the house.
Actually, I guess it's not because it says an unknown person exiting the house.
He is
We don't
getting
know.
mad.
What?
Right, the victim's. I think there's probable cause.
He's indicating to the police that he was given permission.
And I brought Deshaun back to the state.
That's his defense. The victim, the owner of the home, didn't give him permission. He's in there going to grab his drugs, and then he pushes the victim. So I'm granting the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and holding him with no bond. You're going to have to see the judge on Monday, and that judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. Good day, sir.
Good day. I said good day. Damn. Yeah, that fool, he's I could already hear he's gonna be complaining to his celly all night long. Man, I can't
There's going to be a
believe they
hearing
did
Monday
me
before
like
the
that.
division judge in courtroom 4-7, Judge Laura Stinson, for anybody who wants to be heard regarding the state's motion for pretrial detention.
You know, I was too busy paying attention to his gestures and whatnot. I missed what his charges were.
Okay, next we have Carlos Socaraz.
Next,
Find
Rice
out.
Linda. All right. Let's see who's up next on The Price is
Speak
Wrong.
Spanish interpreter next.
We got nothing but Espanol right now.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Now we have Eric Garcia Cepero, page 7. Good morning.
García Tejera.
Sir, you were arrested for driving with a suspended license, third or subsequent offense.
Señor, le han puesto cargos por manejar con una licencia suspendida, ofensas seguidas.
Also, possession of drug paraphernalia, resisting
Thank you,
an
Naomi.
officer without violence.
Y también teniendo encima de usted equipos de drogas y resistiendo a un oficial o autoridades sin violencia.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le voy a nombrar abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
So I think there's an issue in terms of residue, and if Your Honor lets me screen share, I can show you the prior conviction.
Sí, hay un problema aquí con el residuo. Si usted me permite compartir la pantalla, su señoría, dice la fiscal.
Okay. So,
Come on, residue?
so this is Mr.
Oh, damn. They even bringing it up. They're bringing in the
Cepero.
Eric
all the
Manuel
receipts right here.
García Cepero.
Shoot, James, I can't even see. Because all that writing's in the
Aquí
way.
están las 3 convicciones previas.
Damn, 3 convictions.
Culpable, culpable y culpable.
And damn. That's it. He's done.
So there is probable cause for driving with a suspended license or subsequent conviction.
Entonces hay motivos fundados por manejar con la licencia suspendida y también otras convicciones previas.
He has a lot of arrests from this year for drugs.
Tiene muchos arrestos este año.
I guess it's right.
I mean, hey, when you're a criminal, right? Why are you gonna stop? You can't stop now.
Objection to FAPC.
Requesting a bond based upon criminal history. There was a
Estamos pidiendo una fianza basada en historial que tiene antecedentes penales.
Count one's $2,500. Count two, do you want $1 or release outright?
$2,500 en el primer cargo. No, para que lo suelten
Can't
inmediatamente.
stop, won't stop, crime
Release
don't stop.
outright.
Yup.
Lo van a soltar inmediatamente.
And count
I
three,
can't
there's
do it.
probable
I
cause for
can't do it
resisting an
anymore.
officer without violence, $500.
I couldn't.
El
I
tercer cargo,
can't
resistencia a
imagine being
violencia
my age,
con
44 years
contra
old, and
policía,
being
son $500.
incarcerated,
Would you consider any program at all, Judge?
especially
Puede
sleeping on
considerar
those little
cualquier
thin
tipo de
mats.
programa para él, su señoría, dice la abogada suya.
I'm not giving him
Oh,
a program
child.
based on his criminal history and he's resisting. And I'm also
What is
ordering him not to
what
drive
is
a
the
motor
crazy
vehicle
unmute
since he has
button?
no
I don't get it.
license. Good day.
No voy a permitirlo esto
It's an inside joke,
basado en
Tanner.
su historial criminal y también resistiendo violencia hacia los policías, y también le voy a pedir que no maneje más si no tiene licencia, no puede manejar.
Hello, Governor. What up, Carson, man? Sorry, no tortilla. Smog on mute, if you will. Smog, that's
Next,
right.
Jose Solar, page 8.
I had to retire. No more
Is
prison
he
for
here?
me.
Is Jose Solar here or no?
Oh, damn, they got him in the turtle
I
suit.
think
I'm
the
sorry,
defendant is Mr. Lane.
Isaac Maine, excuse me. Sorry.
But he's
Suzanne
wearing it the right way.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for driving with your license permanently revoked. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
We do what we do, ese.
Oh, yes, yes.
I think he should
I can't
qualify
see,
for
man. I'm blind.
pretrial no drive order until he gets his license straight.
We do what we do,
Pretrial
ese.
services alternate bond, $2,500. No driving unless
Thank you,
you have a
Amber.
valid license, sir. Have a nice day.
Appreciate you, Amber. Appreciate you. When I drink, I like to say American meat quote. You're drinking
Next,
already,
please.
Hancho?
Is Jose Solar, page 8.
Órale, get down the way. Oye, Popeye. Ain't nothing free in la
Good morning, sir.
vida.
Do you speak English?
Señora, ¿habla inglés?
Yes.
Sir, you were arrested for fleeing and eluding a police officer, resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. She's on a scooter, a motor scooter.
A motor scooter? All right, so in a few minutes, I'm going to be switching over
There's
to
probable cause
Maricopa
for the
County.
charges. I'm setting a bond, $2,500 count 1 and $500 count 2. Have a good day.
Judge, would you consider TAP?
No, not for fleeing and eluding a police officer.
Got a significant prior prison sentence as well, 63.75 months.
Oh, damn. Hey, Maricopa looks good today. We got
Next
an
is
attorney.
Giovanni Calvo.
Oh, yeah. Maricopa is going to be
Page
good.
8.
Hey, what up? What up? How's it going? Jones 07? Is that bullet? Nah, they got the turtle suit today. So let me move this. Right, I just opened up Maricopa County, so they got the
Spanish
feed on.
interpreter, please.
They
Good
got an
morning,
attorney.
sir. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm, use of a firearm during a felony and armed burglary.
Señora,
burglary.
usted, buenos días, le arrestaron por agresión con
People are trying to hurt
agravante
themselves,
con un
yeah.
arma de fuego, utilizando
It's a
un
turtle
arma de
suit.
fuego en un delito mayor, y también robo con mano
Robo.
armada.
So, public defender's office is appointed for you.
Le van a nombrar abogado de oficio para que los represente.
I'm not sure. Why is it an armed burglary?
So it says that he was removed from the establishment and told never to return.
Sí, a él le dijeron que saliera del lugar y que nunca regresara,
So he didn't have permission to enter.
o si no, no tenía permiso para estar ahí adentro, para entrar.
Ms. Corey, anything you want to say?
¿Usted quiere decir algo, licenciada? La abogada suya que quiere decir algo.
Judge, it's not clear who gave him,
Who gave him what?
Su señoría, no está claro quién le dio
Underlying crime is the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
agresión con agravantes con arma mortífera.
they're indicating that he shot into the air, Judge.
Dice que
Damn.
están diciendo de que disparó en el aire.
Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Humberto Horta.
Señor, tiene que alejarte de la supuesta víctima, Humberto Horta, ¿entendido?
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima directamente, indirectamente, por persona, por teléfono,
Hey, what
por
up, Sarah?
terceras personas, ni por vías de dispositivos electrónicos.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of
Hey, what up,
employment
Drea?
at all times.
Tiene que también alejarse de la víctima, por lo menos a 500 pies de la víctima, su casa, lugar de empleo, si va a la escuela igual, lugar donde frecuente, eso es a todo momento, ¿entendido?
Stay away from B&L Liquors at 2400 Palm Avenue in Hialeah, Florida.
Tiene que alejarse del local ese que se llama D&L Licores en 2400 Palm Avenue en Hialeah.
All right, do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Señor, ¿entiende la orden de alejamiento, sí o no? Yes.
Judge, give me a second. So
Ya, deme un momentico, dice la fiscal.
Take
he
your
was told
time.
never to go back. He enters
Thank you for
the
that,
store with a gun. While inside of the store, he pointed the gun at the victim.
Damn.
Mira, él entra en este lugar,
Damn, son.
entró a la tienda con un arma de fuego y mientras que tenía el arma dentro de la tienda, le apunta al dependiente.
Break yourself.
So
Break
count the probable
yourself.
cause for all of the charges.
Entonces, motivo fundado por todos los cargos.
Count one, aggravated assault with a firearm, is $5,000.
El primer
Damn, she's not
cargo,
right.
agresión con agravantes con arma mortífera, son $5,000.
Count two, use of a firearm during a felony, I'll set that at $1,000.
Y el segundo, utilizando un arma de fuego en un delito mayor, voy a fijarlo en $1,000.
Count three, armed burglary is no bond.
Y el tercero, hurto con mano armada, no hay fianza.
You have to see the division judge to readdress your bond, and that's going to be pursuant to an Arthur hearing.
Entonces, usted va a tener que presentarse frente a un juez para hablar de la fianza, para ver
He
dónde
ain't
usted
going
sacó el
nowhere.
dinero, que se llama una audiencia de Arthur. ¿Dónde sacó el?
So now I need to call out of turn Rayan Sanchez, page 17.
All right, so I'm gonna close this down right now because we're gonna start up. We're gonna start up Maricopa County, and I gotta set everything up. So here we go. Let's see here. Damn, James, you got all these courts on speed dial. I sure do. Let me see here. All right, so I'm just setting everything up. For those of you that are new here, this is Maricopa County in the state of Arizona. These are live. These are happening in real time. I don't pre-record these hearings. These are not AI generated, if you will. What's up? What up, Montana? How's it going? Dang, my favorite ex-wife don't play. All right, so this course should be starting up in the next. Hold on, I gotta get it on the screen before people are like, I can't see nothing. Oh, trip, I got you. Bam, there we go. Let me move myself out the way right here, so we could see good right here. You know what? Let me fix up this screen here. So we could, oh damn, we don't got the mute button today. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hell to the yes. See, let me move this here like so. And hopefully they maintain this like so. Okay, let me move this a little bit over here. You might not know what I'm talking about, but don't tripas, if you will. Where'd the chat go? Okay, the chat's right there. That here. Okay. Here we go. You know what? Let me put myself over here. All right, cool. We're good to go. Hey, what? What up, Mama Bear? It's AI. What up, Linda? Hell yeah. Hey, Dada LLQ money bag 100. Thank you for the follow. Highly appreciate that. And if you haven't done so, please do so. If you're new here, just hit that follow button. It's free 99. I don't request gifts or anything like that, but I do request, tapping the screen, hitting that follow button and sharing. All of that I'm requesting, it's free 99. Doesn't cost you anything. So don't be a Scrooge McDuck. Don't be a Mr. Krabby Patties, if you will. Hey, thank you, Bailey, for that follow. Highly appreciate that, and welcome to You Have a Collect Call From. You might be noticing that I'm saying other names that might not be in the chat, and that's because I am running multiple streams at the same time across different platforms. So one of the streams right now, we got about 112 people. Another one, we got 27. And another one, I think we got one, if you will. My numbers have definitely been dropping. Hey, what's up, Coco? Welcome back. Man, appreciate you guys. Hey, thank you, Les, for that share. It's free 99. And Court, we should, right now, the reason you can't hear them yet is because Court hasn't officially started yet. Hopefully, they started on time. If they do start it on time, it should be starting in 1 minute. If you guys can see, I have this clock up here, this handy dandy clock right here. It's 7:59, which is the local time in Arizona. So if they're on time, you will hear them say, "All rise!" And you guys can see this gentleman walking in back here. He has money. Obviously his family or himself, he hired himself a lawyer. Should be an interesting case. Normally these ones are when they bring in their lawyers. Can't guarantee that, but that's just my assumption there. Normally when they bring in their lawyers, they'll call them out first. And hopefully we don't get Ashley Stinson, if you will. For those of you that are regulars, you know exactly who Ashley is. Hello. Hey, what up? What up, Liz? How's it going? Let me see. You haven't been on here. No, I haven't, Drea. I have not. I am definitely guilty of that. But yeah. So for those of you that are new here, you're gonna hear Ashley Stinson. Hopefully not. Preferably not. But if you hear a voice like that, you know who it is. So these are, because a lot of people ask questions like, "Hey, how come those people they're in regular clothes, or how come they didn't dress up to court?" The reason they're not dressed up for court because a lot of these individuals weren't planning on getting arrested when they were committing their crimes or their alleged crimes, if you will. So they've gotten picked up in the last, I would say, maybe like it could be anywhere between. And Arizona, from what I understand, is you have to go once you get arrested. They have 24 hours to get you in front of a judge. But normally, from what I hear, it's within a few hours, maybe like 5, 6, 7 hours from the time you get arrested. So, hey, what's up, Maui? A lot of these people that you're gonna be seeing strolling in right now. Sorry, my sub stopped. I've been struggling. Hey, it's all good, Jaden. It's all right. Don't trip, man. Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate you. Like I said around here, I don't expect anything from you guys. The only thing that I do expect is hitting that, tapping the screen, sharing and dropping comments. Other than that, I know it's rough out there, so don't feel obligated to drop anything in the chat. Hey, what's up, Taurus? How's it going? Hey, Ashley, thank you for that daily heart. But if you do send something, hey, I do highly appreciate it. Okay. Oh, let me see. Ophelia Fernandez. So yeah, so a lot of these individuals are just coming off the street, so that's why you're gonna see them in street clothes. You're not gonna, a large majority of them, you're not gonna see them in inmate clothing, which is normally the orange suit. So hopefully that answers up a lot of these questions. I know some of you are not from the U.S., so you guys are not familiar with our judicial system, if you will. I didn't even pronounce that right, but it's a bit wild here. So definitely get ready, because you might see some interesting things here in Maricopa County. You're gonna see from it could be anything from your regular crackhead to human smuggling, and even some worser things. So you just never know. It's like Forrest Gump would say, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you can get. So that's what Maricopa County is like right now. Gonna see Dumb and Dumber. That's right, Linda. You already know. Hey, Crystal, thank you for the follow. Highly appreciate that. Man, it's already 8:02. You said the court was gonna start at 8. Hey, that's normally when it should start. Sometimes things get run behind, and I don't have any control over that. So it is what it is. You just have to listen to me talking and yapping away. If you will, AZ has been having. Have they? I'm gonna have to check that out. Should be interesting. Yup. So previous to this, we were watching Judge Glazer. and I switched it on over because I didn't want to miss out on any of Maricopa County. I see we got 3 people on YT, so let me see. Okay, I'm not missing anybody's comments. So here we are. How is everybody doing? Where's everybody tuning in from? If you guys don't mind sharing where you guys are watching from. Let me see. They have to line up people, and sometimes people get mixed. Last night, a lot of people were getting mixed up. I did the 11 p.m. one. We got Nora from Phoenix. We got Magical Creation from Boston. We got JB from Boise, Idaho. We got Florida, Wisconsin. This is one of the best counties for crime. Yeah, it is. Nebraska, San Antonio, Mesa, Nebraska, Phoenix, Scotland, going back to Miami, or go back to Miami. Nope, we're not going to go back to Miami. Let me see. David KC, Sydney, Australia, Los Angeles, the big 213, Minnesota, Britain. Hell yeah, represent your city, New Jersey, Ohio, Australia. Hello from Western Australia. 1140. Damn, you're living in the future. It's already nighttime over there. Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate that, Frankie, for that daily heart. We got Vanessa coming in from Chicago. Damn, was Miami boring? It's not that it's boring. It's just I always run Maricopa County every day at 8 a.m. So it's just, I'm just sticking to my schedule. If you do want to watch Miami, I actually got it running on one of my other streams. If you go on YT at Collect Call From, it's running there. I run these court sessions every day, religiously, if you will. I start off with Maricopa County at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got Drea coming in from Cali. We got Jaden from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah, so that's all it is, So I do appreciate you guys. You guys are sticking around. I highly appreciate you guys. And what do you guys think about what's happening in the country when all these individuals getting picked up? You never know what everybody's feelings are on. What's currently going on. James has been MIA, but is back and on schedule. That's right. You know what I'm saying, Linda? Is he any parole, James? Nah. But you know what? I really been thinking about starting back Connecticut. I'm really considering starting Connecticut back up. One of my mates just flew out of Western Australia to Miami, and they're then heading to Boston. Hell yeah, it's terrible. So many families torn apart. Right? It's just, yeah, it's wild out there, man. It's wild. It definitely is. I couldn't imagine, living like that, worrying about if I gotta go. Heartbroken. Let me see. I think it's wrong. President is the convicted felon, writes Magical Creation. It's very sad. Due process is what? Oh, starting up.
Can everyone hear me okay in there? And Ms. Fernandez, are you able to hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor, the interpreter can hear you.
All right, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and do our initial advisement today. We'll bring in our interpreter matter immediately after that.
What's up, It's? Thank you for the daily heart.
Good morning. I'm Commissioner Procco. This is the 8 a.m. initial appearance calendar for June 13, 2025.
Buenos días, soy la juez comisionada. Este es el calendario de las 8 de la mañana del 13 de junio del 2025.
Damn, Brandy, that
The
sucks.
court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
La orden que se dio para la toma de muestra de ADN y de huellas
Hey, what up,
dactilares
Stephen Ray?
durante el primer calendario del mes estará vigente para todas estas audiencias.
When you hear your name, please step up to the podium that's in here in the center of the courtroom.
Cuando ustedes escuchen su nombre, vengan al podio que está en el centro de la sala.
At the end of your hearing today, you are going to be provided with some paperwork that is your release order, which will go over everything we cover in the courtroom.
Al final de la audiencia se les entregará una documentación. Esa documentación son sus medidas cautelares
Hey, what up, Shelby?
e incluirá todo lo que repasamos aquí el día de hoy en la audiencia.
Please keep in mind you have the right to remain silent. Everything you say in the courtroom is being recorded, both audio and video, and could be used in a future court proceeding.
Recuerden que ustedes tienen el derecho a no declarar. Todo lo que digan aquí en esta sala se está grabando con audio y video y se podría utilizar en su contra en una audiencia en el futuro.
All right, we're going to start today with procedure.
Hey, Magical, I like that. I like that right there.
Step in the courtroom, ma'am.
Vamos a empezar con Briseida Molinero Chanes. Pase a la sala.
You're absolutely right about that, boss. And if laws are laws, then what's up with that?
And Ms. Fernandez, I'll go and let you do your appearance, and then
What up,
we'll
Jen?
turn to Ms. Molinero here.
Ofelia Fernández, Spanish Court Interpreter.
And ma'am, if you could state your full name and your date of birth.
En español.
Denos su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento.
Briseida Molinero Chanes, 6 de diciembre de 1999.
Briseida Molinero Chanes, December 6, 1999.
All right, thank you, ma'am. You are here for a new case that'll be out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 2 counts that have been submitted here today.
Yeah, hey, he's writing it out, Taurus. He is. He definitely is.
Gracias, gracias, usted está aquí por un caso nuevo en el Tribunal Superior del Condado de Maricopa. Tiene 2 puntos acusatorios en su contra.
1 count of theft and 1 count of trafficking in stolen property, both Class 2 felonies.
Un punto acusatorio por robo simple y otro punto acusatorio por tráfico de propiedad robada. Ambos son delitos de categoría 2.
An attorney has been appointed to represent you in this matter. That'll be through the Maricopa County Public Defender's Office.
What up, it's Annie.
Ya se le asignó un abogado y eso va a ser a través de la Defensoría de Oficio del Condado de Maricopa.
Your court dates at this time are a status conference June 19 and a preliminary hearing June 23rd, both at 8:30 a.m.
The interpreter needs to clarify, Your Honor. You said June 19 and June 23rd or 21st?
23rd, 3, correct.
Thank you. Ya se fijaron sus próximas audiencias. La consulta de actualización será el 19 de junio y la audiencia preliminar será el 23 de junio. Ambas audiencias a las 8:30 de la mañana.
In this matter, I did receive a written recommendation from the state requesting a $40,000 bond.
What? Thank you.
En este caso, sí recibió una recomendación por parte de la Fiscalía de que se fije una fianza de $45,000.
Based on your citizenship status and your ties outside of the U.S., I do believe a bond is appropriate, but I've also taken into account that we are talking about a 2023 offense here.
Debido a su estatus de ciudadanía y también sus lazos fuera de los Estados Unidos, creo que es apropiado fijar una fianza, pero también estoy tomando en consideración que esto es algo que data del 2023.
What up, Eagles? My bitch just
You have
started.
a
This is the first case.
$7,500 secured appearance bond.
Así que se fija una fianza con garantía de $7,500.
Your release conditions include the terms that you are not to return to the scene of the offense or have any contact with any victim or witness or co-defendant.
Sus medidas cautelares incluyen que usted no puede regresar al lugar de los hechos, tampoco puede tener contacto en lo absoluto con ninguna víctima, testigo o coacusado.
Do you have any questions regarding the information that I've just gone over?
¿Tiene usted alguna pregunta en relación a la información que acabo de proporcionarle?
Sí.
Yes.
Para hablar con el abogado antes de hacer lo de la fianza esa de $7,000. ¿A qué horas puedo hablar con el abogado?
What did she do?
To talk to a lawyer before I before I pay that bond, the 7,000, what time can I do that?
Def,
You
thank
can
you.
retain your own attorney at any point. The court-appointed attorney likely won't be appointed until closer to your court date. That's not today.
Hey, what up,
Usted
Chantel?
puede contratar un abogado particular en cualquier momento, pero el abogado, el defensor de oficio que le asignó el tribunal, probablemente no vaya a establecer usted contacto con él, sino hasta que ya se acerque la fecha de su audiencia, y eso no va a ser el día de hoy.
Do you have any additional questions?
¿Tiene otra pregunta?
¿Puedo hacer llamadas telefónicas ahorita antes con la familia a ver si me pueden contratar un abogado?
Can I make phone calls? Can I contact the family member to ask them to hire a lawyer?
You will have access to phones after you leave the courtroom here today, so you can contact whomever you need to at that point.
Usted va a tener acceso a un teléfono cuando salga de la sala, entonces va a poder contactar a quien sea necesario que contacte si es que es necesario hacerlo.
All right, if you want to go ahead and step to your left, we'll get you some paperwork that will also contain your information.
Pase a la izquierda, por favor, vamos a entregarle
James, do you speak
documentación
Spanish? Yeah,
que
I do.
incluirá la información.
Sí hablo español. Diga no a
I
la
believe that was
piratería.
our only interpreter matter, but if you could just double check and make sure no one else in here does need the assistance of an interpreter.
Oh, yeah,
Excuse,
theft
Your
and
Honor.
trafficking. Hey,
¿Hay
thank you.
alguien
Hopefully.
más que necesite la ayuda del intérprete de español? Levante la mano, por favor.
I heard she was the connect for the Labubu toys. Labubu.
No hands?
Trying to
you-
get his last name.
Oh, just in Arabic. We don't need another
Isn't
Spanish.
that Bobby G?
Okay. All right, Ms. Fernandez, that was it for us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Hey, it's crazy
All
with
right,
them
so let's go
Labubu
ahead
toys.
and proceed then. We've got Anthony Flores, Daniel Martinez will be up after that.
I saw a nurse. She had a Louis Vuitton bag with a Labubu hanging off, and I was like, "What the hell? How dare you put that ugly ass creature next to your LV bag?"
All right, so your
That's
full name and date of
bananas.
birth.
Anthony Flores,
Joe.
5996.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are
Everybody's
here
going
for a grand jury warrant that was issued. This is for an indictment that's been filed with the following counts:
What
drive-by
up, back
shooting,
up?
a Class 2 felony; aggravated assault with a weapon, a Class 3 felony; possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony. The offense date is October 10 of 2022.
What up,
So in your
Pocahontas?
matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. We do have a an arraignment hearing set on June 20 at 8:30 a.m. Those will be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
I do show that you were brought over here extradited from a federal facility. We're
Erica,
basically
what does
borrowing
Labubu
you
stores
from that
opened up?
facility in order to take care of this matter. So because you are still currently in federal custody, you are required to be held non-bailable at this time in this case, okay? Do you have any questions regarding
What
that?
up, Janet?
No, ma'am.
All right. If you want to go ahead
Phoenix,
and step
yep.
over, we'll get your paperwork that'll reflect that information as well, but you can go and
What
have
up,
a seat
Angela?
at this time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we ready to go with Mr. Johnson's matter?
Drive by.
All right. All right, Mr. Johnson, go and step in the courtroom. We're going to have Richard Johnson, and then after that, we will have Daniel Martinez.
So this one has a lawyer. Let's see what do you guys think this guy did? He has a lawyer. He has that cash money.
All the way up to the podium, sir.
I know I
If you could
couldn't
state
afford.
your
If I was
full
in that
name and
situation,
date of
I
birth.
got no lawyer.
Johnson, 121069.
All right, and we'll do appearances. We just have the counsel for you here.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sean Kraut from DM Cancer.
I would have a
On behalf of
public
Richard
pretender.
Johnson, who's present in custody.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Johnson, you are here today for a warrant that was issued out of the Yuma County Superior Court. So in this matter, they do have an arraignment hearing set on June 18 at 8:30 a.m. at the Yuma County Superior Court. In this case, the bond in the warrant had a $30,000 secured appearance bond. This is an out-of-county case. It is not one that I'm going to be touching or making any changes to here in Maricopa County. Yuma County has confirmed both the warrant as well as extradition in this matter, so we do need to honor that warrant. If you do want to address anything with respect to that, I'm happy to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Judge. Yes, we were hoping to address release conditions today. Typically, we would like to ask that Mr. Johnson be released on his own recognizance or to the supervision of pretrial services just temporarily to allow him to self-surrender in Yuma.
I think that's safe
Spoken
to say,
with Mr.
Naomi.
Johnson, my understanding is that Mr. Johnson is willing to self-surrender within 2 to 3 days of his release here today. There are a few factors that are supporting that request. Number one, Mr. Johnson has been gainfully employed. He's been employed for 23 years here in Phoenix. If he is held for extradition, where he's going to remain in custody for who knows how long until Yuma picks him up, he will lose his job,
What up,
most
Caleb?
likely. He needs to communicate with his employer. He needs to set things up at his apartment.
I don't think they said yet.
And he is willing to self-surrender, Judge. Mr. Johnson's understands that 2 to 3 days is a reasonable amount of time to go down to Yuma to handle this. Essentially what took place is that when those charges in Yuma first came up, he was arrested, held in custody for a little bit. The state did not file charges. His understanding was that that was all done.
Under the
He
influence?
went back to Phoenix to continue living his life. He is not willfully evading the law. He is willing to go down there and face the charges to deal with the proceedings down there as needed. All we're asking for is a few days for him to remain out of custody and go down there and self-surrender on his own. The current bond that was set down in Yuma County is
So far, so good. Thank you.
incredibly excessive. $30,000. The alleged charges are non-violent drug possession charges, drug paraphernalia charges. A $30,000 bond. I don't want to be presumptuous, but most likely we don't typically see those numbers here in Maricopa County for those types of charges. That is an incredibly high bond. Mr. Johnson can't pay anywhere close to that amount of bond. That bond was set in violation of the rules, which are very clear against setting bond in the amount that the client can't pay. So can't reasonably pay.
That's not quite an understanding of the law in that regard. All of these arguments that you're making, I understand the requests that you're making, but these are all arguments for the Yuma County Superior Court. These are not arguments for here today in Maricopa County. This is their warrant. The only information I have on your case, Mr. Johnson, is the fact that they have a warrant outstanding for you that they're saying is valid, that they will extradite on, that has a $30,000 bond on it. It's not something that's going to get changed here in Maricopa County. You couldn't even self-surrender even if I released you here today, because we're already seeing you on the warrant. So the warrant isn't going to be out there after today, because we're seeing you on the warrant. So at this point, you do have a $30,000 secured appearance bond that you would have to post.
You ain't going
Yuma County
nowhere,
does
buddy.
have to transport you out there. They typically do it fairly quickly. They currently have the court date set on June 18th for you. That can always change a little bit, but for the most part, that's usually right around that same time frame. So at this point, you are going to have that bond.
Judge, again, before we adjourn, I'd just like to really stress to the court that Mr. Johnson is going to lose a job he's held for over
He should use that
20
money
years.
to bail
And
out.
I'll just stress for you that this is an argument for the Yuma County Superior Court.
He's about to
It's not
faint.
here for today. This is their warrant. Any change in the release conditions will have to be addressed through them.
One last thing I'd like to say, Judge, before we adjourn is, in speaking with Mr. Johnson, we are willing to have the court set a status conference in a week or whatever time the court finds appropriate to ensure that he has self-surrendered in Yuma.
He's a
if the court
toucher.
would be inclined to release him.
That's not going to happen here today. This is not a Maricopa County case. We won't be setting anything here today. He can't even do pretrial services here because it's not a Maricopa County case. So at this point, all these arguments are appropriate for Yuma County, not here.
Next!
Right? If you want to, you're welcome to go back there and talk if you want to still talk. Otherwise, Mr. Johnson will give you paperwork. We'll provide that paperwork to your attorney as well.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so we do have Daniel Martinez up next, and then Jamal Day will be up after that.
Up next on The Price is Wrong. What do we have? She's is your cold, James. You're cold. How dare you? He's gonna lose his job. Think about his
All right, say your
puppies.
full name and date of birth.
Daniel Martinez, October 18th, 1978.
All right, thank you, sir. You are here for a grand jury warrant that was issued, and that is for an indictment filed that alleges 2 counts of aggravated DUI. Those are both class 4 felonies, with an offense date of October 8 of 2024. So in this matter, the public defender has been appointed. Your court dates are an arraignment hearing set on June 20 at 8:30 a.m., evidentiary hearing June 20 at 1:30 p.m., and those will be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. I do show that you were on felony release in another matter on this date of offense.
Hey, this guy kind of looks like DJ Khaled.
For that matter at this time, if I'm correct.
Yes.
So in this case, because you were on felony release on that date, you are required here today to be held without bond. That's why we set that evidentiary hearing. That's the court date that gets set in order to allow the court to review
No, they
that
don't.
status. Okay?
Understand.
Do you have
Another
any questions
one.
regarding that?
No.
All right, sir, if you want to go ahead and step
Another
over, you
one.
can go ahead and have a seat at
Yeah,
this time. I'll give you
Khalid
some
is lost
paperwork with it as
600
well.
Thank you,
pounds.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, so we do have Mr. Day after that, Tyson, Kirkman.
Hey, so to answer your question, Pocahontas, I just been busy. I haven't had time to really jump on in French Montana.
All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
It was Jamel J, March 4th, 1976.
Is this
All right,
live?
thank you. You are here
Live
for a
and
new
direct.
case out of Superior Court. The charges are 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. That was the count I was able to find probable cause on. They did submit another count for possession of narcotic drugs for sale.
What up,
As a
Ryan?
Class 2 felony, I did not find probable cause because they did submit it under the for sale subsection rather than possession. So in this matter, the Legal Defender's Office has been appointed. We do have a status conference set on June 19 at 8:30 a.m., evidentiary hearing June 20 at 1:30, preliminary hearing June 23rd at 8:30, and those are going to be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. I do show that you were also on felony release in another case at the time this offense allegedly occurred. That's in CR 2025-119153. Because you were on felony release in that matter on this date and probable cause was found on at least 1 felony count, you are required at this time to be held without bond. So that means you're not eligible for release, okay? And that is why we set the
What up,
additional
my lights,
hearing, that
Peachy?
evidentiary hearing. That's so the court can review those release conditions, all right? Do you have any questions regarding that? All
No,
right, sir.
thank you.
You want to go ahead and step over? You can go ahead and pick up that paperwork there so you can have a seat. All right, so we have Tyson, Kirkman, and then after that, Michael Whipple.
Hey, and there's definitely something in the water in Maricopa County, Arizona, Pima County. Definitely
Tyson,
proceed with
your
caution
phone
if you're
number.
visiting there.
Tyson Devon Kirkin, 820-86.
All right, so you're here for a new case out of Superior Court. This is alleging 4 total counts of theft of a means of transportation. Those are all Class 3 felonies. In this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed for you. You do have a status conference at June 19, preliminary hearing June 23rd, both at 8:30, and those are going to be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. I did review your criminal history. You do have a fairly extensive history, including that you are a multi-state offender. In other words, you have matters.
Yeah, I'm glad
pending
you
in
saved
multi-
yourself,
have matters
love.
pending in multiple states, and that you do have an outside of the state address. So you do have a bond in this matter. That is a $25,000 cash-only appearance bond. Now, if you do post bond and are released from custody, you are also going to be ordered not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, witness, or co-defendant, if there is any, because you do have felony priors. You're also ordered not to possess any
Wisconsin,
weapons.
sheesh,
Do you have any questions regarding any of that
that's a
information?
change of scene, if you will.
No.
All right, sir, if you want to step over, go ahead and pick up that paperwork so you can have a seat at this time. Thank you.
So he's
All
wearing
right, we have Mr. Whipple. And
he's
then
wearing
Uriah
regular clothes because he
Alonso.
just got arrested. He got arrested maybe within he's not there voluntarily. He just got arrested in the last few hours, so he came off the street. So the people that you see in orange,
Sir, your full name and date of birth.
they've been in custody.
Michael Milani Whipple, July 22nd, 1999.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. This is alleging 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, that is a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, also a Class 4 felony. So in your matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed
I hate
to
shirts that
represent you.
the stretch
You
out
do
necks.
currently have a
I can't
status
wear shirts
conference
like
set
that.
on June 19 with that preliminary
Machine Gun
hearing,
Kelly.
June 23rd, both at 8:30. Those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In
Voluntarily.
this matter, I did review your history, so I'm aware of your prior conviction, as well as your DOC term that you did serve as a result of that very serious charge. Given that you are now here on a weapons offense, you do have a bond in this matter, which is a
Shirts are
$15,000
ugly.
secured appearance bond. Now, if you do post that bond and are released from custody, you're also going to be ordered not to have contact with any
Machine Gun
complainant,
Smelly
witness,
writes.
co-defendant, and you're still not to possess any weapons.
Yes,
All right. Any questions regarding that?
I have no way to get a hold of my family. I don't have. They won't give me the phone to get a hold of them to be able to tell them that. To get
The next
bond.
room you go to from here is going to have phones available to you. Now, I
No.
can't provide you with phone numbers, so that's not something I can assist you with.
Okay.
But you will
Hey, he
have
kinda looks
access
like
to
Macaulay
phones, but
Culkin.
that's really the best I can tell you here.
Okay.
All right? All right, thank you, sir.
1,
All
2,
right, so
and
we
3.
do have Mr. Abieta, and then
Down on his luck
Dominic
right there.
Ochiki will be up next.
And stay away from them blues. Before or after the ride. Hey, a little bit of both. Justin Bieber.
Uriah Abeda, 5'8", 1998.
What do you guys think this
Thank you, sir. So you are
guy
here
did?
for a warrant that was issued. This is
Macaulay.
for a direct complaint that was filed that alleges one count of robbery. That's a class 4 felony.
Robbery? This
The date of offense for that matter is going to be November 23rd of 2023.
This fool looks like a
So in this matter, you do have a status conference
like a
set
cheese
June
puff.
19, preliminary hearing June 23rd, both at 8:30. The bond in your warrant's been affirmed. That's a $7,500 secured appearance bond. I know you're already in
I just don't
custody
see
on
it.
other matters. I don't know what those other matters are.
I don't see it. Do you guys see that?
See them. But this would be in addition to whatever other bond you might have in another case.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions regarding that?
Not at the moment.
All right, sir. If you want to go and step over, you can have a seat.
Like, can you imagine him walking up to them like, hey, what shoe you wear, homeboy?
All right, so we have
Oh,
Dominic.
break yourself.
I'm sure
I
mispronounced
don't see it.
Bochichi.
But I could be
And
wrong.
then Ennis, Alibegev.
Hey, what up,
We have
Carrie?
next. All right, so your full name and date of birth.
Dominic Bokikio, 4/20/1967.
All right, thank you, sir. And I do apologize for my pronunciation.
If they pay
of
the
your
full
name. I know I
cash
did
bond,
get it
they do
wrong.
get it back.
All right, so you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. This is alleging one count of possession of dangerous drugs for sale and one count of transporting dangerous drugs for sale. Those are both Class 2 felonies. One count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. One count of possession of a weapon in a drug offense, also a
It
Class
was too
4
old from
felony.
1967.
So in this matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. We do have a status conference set on June 19 with the preliminary hearing June 23rd, both at 8:30. And those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. In this matter, I did take a look at your history. I do recognize you have fairly limited history. I think you just had a DUI from quite a few years ago. So I've basically just taken that into account that you
Hey, what up?
pretty
What
much
up,
have
Jess
nothing coming
Passy?
in here today. But I do have to take into account also the nature of the offense that you're here for, which does involve the alleged possession and sales of a fairly large amount of methamphetamine.
Whoa.
So for that reason, you do have a bond in this matter. That is a $5,000 cash-only appearance bond. So that is the amount you'd have to post in order to be released prior to that next court date. Your release conditions do include the orders that you not have contact with any complainant, witness, or co-defendant, and you're not to possess any weapons while on release. Okay. Any questions regarding that?
No, Your Honor.
He's 57?
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You know
All right,
what?
So we do have Ennis.
I don't. You know what? Like committing crimes is a young man's game. Like
And
I don't know. Like
your name
you
too, so
think
I
about
apologize.
like wake
And
up
then
at
after
50,
that,
be
it's
like,
going to be Bruce Sanchez.
man, I want to be a criminal today.
Your full name and date of birth.
Like I don't know.
Village, October 1st, 1988.
All right, thank you, sir. You are here for a new case out of Superior Court. This is for 4 counts of organized retail theft. Those are all Class 4 felonies. The date of offense here, you've got 4 different dates ranging between February 6th of 2025 and May 18th of 2025. So the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You do have a status conference set on June 19 with a preliminary hearing June 23rd, both at 8:30. Those are going to be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. So in your matter, based on the multiple dates of offense that you have here, as well as a review of your prior history, you do have a bond in this case, and that is a $5,000 secured appearance bond. Now, if you do post bond and are released from custody, you're also going to be ordered not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any complainant or witness involved in this matter. Do you have any questions regarding any of that information?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just hoping, so I have a 3-year-old son at the house.
Oh,
and
spare me.
Unfortunately, I really don't have much cash for bond. So I'm hoping to see if you can possibly consider maybe releasing me under my Army or pretrial services or anything, because at this moment, my parents are taking care of the baby. And
That's gonna be a niet.
I understand the cases that are pending here against me.
I'm assuming
but
he speaks Russian.
I do have another case, but it's a misdemeanor case that I've been going through, and I've been showing up to my court dates and everything. So I'm hoping that you can be somewhat lenient and.
Please, Lord.
I'll let you know why I did set a bond, and I've already stated this. You have a number of prior felony convictions. I've taken into account the length of time that has passed since those convictions, but you have multiple DOC terms. If convicted in this matter, you would be facing another term in the Department of Corrections. You now have 4 separate dates of offense of the same type of offense, which certainly indicates to this court that you are likely to reoffend if released. So at this point, you are going to have a bond in this matter. I'm sorry for the position that you put your family in, which is certainly unfortunate, but at this point,
Retail
it's
theft.
not going to change here today.
Okay. Alright. Is that a $5,000 cash bond or is that
It's not
10%?
cash. It's secured. Yeah, you are able to work with a
$500,
bail
homie.
bonding company, which often does the percentage with security, but as far as what they would require, you need to contact them.
But as far as, let's say, if I was trying to bond out, it would be 5,000 cash or 5,000.
You could do 5,000 cash, but it's not a requirement to do a cash bond. This is not a cash-only appearance bond. It is a secured appearance bond.
So they can pay 10%, in other words.
You are able to work with a bail bonding company, which, yes, does the percentage with security. As far as what they would require, whether it's 10% or whatever they do, you have to talk to them, okay? All right, you're going to have access to the phones as well as numbers to different companies. All right, so we do have Bruce Sanchez Baez.
Hey, come on. Hey, if you're going to be committing crimes, at least have money ready for your bail. Like, don't get caught slacking like that.
Share your full name and date of birth.
Bruce Gohan Sanchez Baez. My date of birth is November 17, 1998, miss.
All right, thank you. You are here for a new case out of Superior Court. The charge that has been submitted here today is one count of aggravated assault. That is a Class 3 felony. So the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You have a status conference set on June 19th, preliminary hearing June 23rd, both at 8:30.
They did wake him up.
Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. In this matter, you do have a bond given the nature of the offense, which does involve the alleged use of a dangerous instrument to threaten another individual. So you do have a bond that is a $5,000 secured appearance
The
bond.
whole probably had a
Now, if
machete.
you do post that bond and are released from custody, your orders include that you are not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you're not to possess any weapons while on release.
Okay.
All right,
Arabic
any questions
interpreter?
regarding
Oh,
that?
no.
No.
All right, so if you want to step over, you can go and have a seat at this time. Looks like we've got an interpreter on the line.
This should
Is
be
that
interesting.
correct? Okay. All right, so we will go ahead and call in our matter that required that interpreter. Is that going to be for Mr., who is it? Okay, for Johnny Isha? All right. All right, is the interpreter able to hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We've got Johnny Isho here in the courtroom who does need the assistance of an interpreter. If I could have you announce for the record, and then we'll have Mr. Isho state his full name and date of birth.
Not
محمد
that.
لاني عربك انتربتر. سيد جوني ممكن توضح اسمك في سيادة المحكمة؟
Johnny Hermes Isho.
جوني هرمسيشو.
And so is your correct date of birth April 2nd of 1976?
سيدي هل هذا التاريخ هو تاريخ ميلادك؟ Yes.
No.
Yes.
All right, sir. So you are here for a family court warrant. This is a child support warrant that was issued in your family court case.
سيدي أنت هنا بصدد مذكرة إلقاء القبض التي أصدرت بحقك في التاريخ الذي ذكر من السيد القاضي ما يتعلق بعدم دفعك لرسوم الchild support.
The judge in that matter has set a cash purge in the amount of $4,845.
طيب القاضي حدد مبلغ للدفع يدفع الآن $4,845.
نعم.
The cash purge is the amount that you must pay in cash in order to be released from custody prior to your next court date set in this matter.
He hasn't paid child support.
حتى تخرج من المعتقل اليوم أو من التوقيف يجب أن تدفع هذا المبلغ قبل أن تعقد الجلسة التي سوف يتم تحديدها إلى حضرتك.
That court date will be on June 17 at 10 a.m.
What up, Joe
and that'll be
Billings?
at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix.
هذه الجلسة سوف تعقد في 17 من جون الساعة 10 صباحا في فينيكس.
So if you are unable to pay that cash purge, you would remain in custody and you would be transported to that court date.
طيب إذا لم تدفع هذا المبلغ اليوم سوف ترحل إلى التوقيف وتبقى في التوقيف إلى حد عقد جلسة التاريخ المذكور.
Under Arizona law, I cannot reduce the amount of your cash purge.
وفق قانون ولاية أريزونا لا نستطيع تقليل هذا المبلغ، يجب أن يدفع للأسف هذا المبلغ كله.
However, also under Arizona law, I am required to ask you the following questions, which you can answer, but you do not have to.
ولكن راح نسألك كم سؤال. طبعا أنت ما مضطر أنه ترد على هذه الأجوبة، ولكن نشوف إذا نقدر نطلعك بناء على هذه الأسئلة.
Is there anything you want the court to know about your present ability to pay the cash purge? And is there anything you want the court to know about being held in custody until the cash purge is paid?
طيب، هل في شيء تحب تقوله بخصوص بعدم قدرتك بدفع هذا المبلغ، أو بما يتعلق بترحيلك إلى المعتقل أو إلى التوقيف سيدي؟
نو حبيبي، أنا بس أريد أسأل إذا اليوم دفعتهم أني شو راح أدفعهم أني هنا أنا موجود، غير أدفعهم ويشوفوني يعني أودي البروف للمحكمة الثانية اللي هي دي 17.
So if I pay the amount today, how can I pay it and I'm here? And will I receive a proof that I paid this amount of money and show it to the court on the 17th of June?
If you end up paying the cash purge amount, the court does get notification that that amount has been paid, so they'll be aware of that at your next court date.
أنت إذا دفعت المبلغ مباشرة القاضي سوف يتم تبليغه، فلما تقف أمام القاضي يوم 17 راح يتم تبليغه بهذا الموضوع.
As far as how to pay the cash bond, you can ask the officers in the back how the process works, how it can be paid.
بالنسبة طريقة الدفع.
I don't know. You know what? Hey, not paying child support, it'll mess up your life so quickly. I would pay it because they cancel your driver license, then you get incarcerated.
You will have access to phones if you need to reach out to anyone for assistance.
وحضرتك تقدر عندك تليفون تقدر انه تتصل تخابر وتشوف المساعدة يجوز احد اخوك احد من اهلك.
والله انا رجل اختي خطيه البارح راد يعني راح على اساس يدفعهم للمحكمة هناك.
Okay, so my brother-in-law wanted to go to the court yesterday and make the payment to the court directly.
Yeah, you weren't able to make a payment. You have to be seen in this court first. So at this point, the cash purge has been set. So he would be able to do that after your court hearing here.
سيدي لازم تدفع المبلغ، إذا تطلع اليوم لازم تدفع المبلغ اليوم أو قبل تاريخ الجلسة مالتك.
اوكي حبيبي، عطاني اقدر هسه من اخلص من المحكمة اقدر اروح يم الضابط حتى اقدر.
You know, kids are expensive. Having a family is expensive.
Okay, can I after this court call
you gotta
my
think
family
about that
so
before having kids
and make the payment?
I was
I'm not able to make any calls on your behalf. Again, you'll have access to phones, so you can use those to make those calls, but the court can't assist you with that.
نعم، المحكمة ما تقدر تساعدك، بس الضباط اللي موجودين معانا يقدرون يساعدوك، يخلوك تتصل ويجوني أهلك يدفعون.
اوكي، لأنه أنا بالتليفونات
it is definitely expensive.
لا حبيبي بالتليفون مالي والتليفون مالي يمهم.
Yes, and they took my phone, they took my device, my phone, and all the numbers, you know, like no one like save numbers on papers or anything anymore. And all my numbers in my phone, and they confiscated it from me. So can I use my phone to call the family?
Oh, sure. Here, give him his phone.
You can ask the officers about that. I don't believe you can access your property. You could release it to someone, but again, the court is unable to assist you with that.
You're SOL, buddy.
نعرف نجاوبك فيها. شوف الضباط اللي يمك ما اتصور راح يرجعوا لك تليفونك الا اذا شفت تتصل باحد يجي ياخذ تليفونك ويساعدك يعني.
Hey, you got at least know a few numbers.
So it is ordered affirming the cash purge at this time, as well as the hearing on June 17 at 10 a.m.
طيب جلستك ان شاء الله يوم 17/6 الاسبوع الجاي الساعه 10 الصبح.
We'll provide you with the paperwork that has your information.
طيب راح نعطيك الاوراق.
Off the top of my head, I know at least 5 phone numbers. My wife, my mom, my sister,
You can go and pick that up and have a seat.
and one of my homies. That's 4. I 4 for sure.
وتنتظر.
At least one of those people is picking up my phone call.
Thank you, sir. All right, that was the only matter we needed assistance with. I appreciate your help today.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
And all those 4 people better bail me out.
All right, so let's go ahead and go back up here. I think we had, we already did Mr. Sanchez. So we've got Amber Edwards up next. After that, it'll be Martin Velasquez.
All right, next.
All right, ma'am. Your full name and date of birth.
Amber Edwards, 12785.
All right, thank you. So you were here for a bench warrant that was issued, and that is for failure to appear in CR 2025-101264. In that matter, you now have a status conference set on June 19 at 8:30 a.m. That'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. The bond in your warrant has been affirmed, so this is a $1,000 secured appearance bond. So that is the amount you'd have to post in order to be released, at least prior to that next court date that you have. Do you have any questions regarding that?
I've just been trying to get
today's Friday the 13th?
situated so that I could do the classes that you wanted me to
At
do.
this point, prosecution's been reinstated in your matter. You're no longer in the diversion program. So you
What
can
am I,
certainly
like,
speak with
speaking?
your attorney about that if there's any further options along those lines. But at this point, they did reinstate prosecution.
We got Hannah
Okay.
Howell.
All right, if you want to go ahead and step over, you can go ahead and have a seat.
Kicked out of diversion.
Yeah, you want to send, you can probably chat through this, what matter you do. All right, so your full name and date of birth?
Martin Eduardo Velasquez, 721-96.
All right, thank you. So you've got three separate cases here today.
Yeah,
It
Martin's been
looks
busy.
like the first two, at least, are going to be your probation matters. In each of those probation cases, there was a warrant issued for a petition to revoke filed alleging a violation of terms 3 and 7 of your probation term. So the public defender has been appointed. You have a revocation arraignment hearing set on June 19 at 8:30. And in that matter, in each matter, the bond and the warrant's been affirmed. So each of those had a $500 secured appearance bond. Now, if you do postpone and you are released from custody, you are still on supervised probation, so you do still need to abide by all those terms.
Okay.
And that does include contacting probation within 72 hours.
Okay.
Now, you do have a third case here. This is an out-of-county warrant. Looks like this is out of Pinal County, out of the Casa Grande Justice Court. So that's in CM 2020-481. So in that matter, an arraignment hearing's been set on June 18 at
Is
8:30.
that a misdemeanor or a felony?
It is a misdemeanor offense, since I assume, since it's at the Casa Grande Justice Court, and the only charge I have listed here, at least, is the failure to appear charge.
Okay.
So I don't even know what the underlying matter was, okay? So in this matter, the arraignment hearing is set June 18 at 8:30. I did change the bond to a secured appearance bond, but the bond amount has been affirmed. That's an $817 secured appearance bond. Since I did set the bond in that matter, I did also appoint counsel to represent you for that issue, for the bond issue. But that's actually handled, that appointment is handled by the Casa Grande Justice Court.
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No.
All right, thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
All right, so we've got the Courtney West.
This is Maricopa
and then
County,
William
Arizona.
Ford up after that.
If you will. Good old Maricopa County.
Hi, ma'am, your full name and date of birth?
She looking rough.
West, 12989.
All right, thank you. So you were here for two separate cases. In each of these matters, it is a probation warrant that was issued, and that was issued for a petition to revoke filed alleging a violation of terms 3 and 5 of your probation terms. So the public defender's been appointed. You do have a revocation arraignment hearing June 19 at 8:30. And in this matter, or in each case, the bond and the warrant's been affirmed. The first one is a $500 secured
Looks like
appearance
she needs
bond.
a michanada.
The second is a $450 secured appearance bond. So it's $950 total for both. If you do postpone and are released from custody, you are still on supervised probation. So you do still need to abide by the terms you were provided, included contacting probation within 72 hours. Do you have any questions?
I heard
regarding that?
1989.
All right, if you want to go ahead and step over, you can go ahead and have
Hey,
a seat
Little,
at this
thank you.
time. All right, Mr. Ford, and then we've got Joseph Young.
I don't know, but I couldn't do it. I tell you guys,
All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
I couldn't do jail
April 17th,
or prison.
1983.
All right, thank you. You are here for
Christy
a
G,
warrant
thank you.
that was issued out of the Country Meadows Justice Court. That's in their case number TR 2022-126803. In that matter, an arraignment hearing has now been set on June 18 at 8:30. That would be at the Country Meadows Justice Court. The bond in their warrant has been affirmed, so this is a $629 secured appearance bond. So since I did set the bond that was in their warrant, I did also appoint the public defender's office to represent you for that issue as required by Rule 6.1
Damn,
of
James,
the
you're
Arizona
big.
Rules of
That's
Criminal
right. Make
Procedure.
money. Where's my Mad
Do
Dog
you have any
2020
questions
at?
regarding this information?
Yes, Commissioner. So I've already sat through a felony trial after this ticket was written.
She don't
a warrant was
care.
issued Before
We don't
felony trial. I've already sat through pre-trial, jury selection, been found not guilty, and I'm confused as to how my attorney and the court, Superior Court, missed this warrant.
So if you weren't in custody, that's who runs the warrants. The court doesn't run warrants, especially if you're in Superior Court. This is a separate court. This is a justice court that I'm seeing you on here today. So I can't tell you what happened with it, other
Ms.
than
V,
the
thank
fact
you.
that I did check your docket here to make sure that this was still a valid warrant. I always make sure that it hasn't been quashed, and it is still out there. Looks like it's the second warrant that was issued in this case. So at this point, any further issues as far as the warrant goes would have to be taken up with the Country Meadows Justice Court.
And I'm going to be held in custody until...
If you're unable to post a bond, then you would remain in the custody of the sheriff's office and be transported to that court date that's currently on June 18th.
Yeah, I saw it. I actually saw
Do
it.
you want to go and step over? You want to pick up that paperwork that's over there? All right, so we do have Joseph Young. And
I didn't see it live, but I saw
Nero
it
will be
like
up next.
I saw it. The clips of it like right after it happened. That's crazy. I was just talking about that. Like, who understands like
All right, so your
like
phone
beefing
number
over the
is-
internet and getting popped?
Is it 1221 of 67? Is that what you said?
67, yes, ma'am.
All right, so you are here for a new case out of Superior Court along with your probation matter. So
What
the
up,
new
Joanne?
matter is for one count of possession of dangerous drugs, which is a class 4 felony. That's the only count I found probable cause on. There was an additional count of drug paraphernalia possession, which I didn't find probable cause on because they provided me with no information on that. So the Public Defender's Office has been appointed to represent you. You do have a status conference set on June 19th with a preliminary hearing June 23rd, both at 8:30. Now in this matter, you do have a placeholder bond in the amount of $50. I'm putting that bond in place because you are going to have a bond in your probation matter, which is also here today. So I want to make sure they know you're in custody in both if you don't post the other bond. So your other case here is that probation case, which is here now for a term 1 violation. So the public defender's appointed in that matter as well. Revocation arraignment hearing set June 19 at 8:30. In that case, there is a $250 secured appearance bond, so it's $300 total for both. If you do post bond and are released, you do need to contact probation within 72 hours. Do you have any questions regarding either case that I've just gone over? All right, sir, if you want to step over, go ahead and have a seat. Thank you. All right, we do have Jacob Ehinger and then Travis Kintin, so we'll be up next.
What do you guys think Jacob did? What kind of crimes would Jacob be
sir.
committing?
Yep. Your full name and date of birth?
Jacob Ahinger, 42691.
Catalytic converter.
Sir. So you were here for a probation violation warrant as well. In your matter, there was a petition to revoke filed alleging a violation of terms 3 and 5 of your
Not 3
probation
and
term.
5.
So the public defender has been appointed. You do have a revocation arraignment hearing set on June 19 at 8:30. And in each of those, or I'm sorry, in just your one matter, the bond and the warrant's been affirmed. So that is a $250 secured appearance bond. Now, if you do post bond and are released from custody, you do need to contact probation within 72 hours of your release.
Is there any way you can OR me for that?
Hell
At this point, you've already got another prior
I have-
reinstatement, so you are going to have a bond in this matter. When they tell you in the announcement there that you're likely to get a bond in probation matters, that is exactly correct. So
Yeah, I said.
at this point, you do have the bond that was in your warrant.
Just I have a appointment with Crossroads. That
You can talk to your attorney about that when you go to your next court date. I understand that sometimes this causes you to miss those appointments, but at this point, it's not going to change your bond status.
well, I know that if I got OR'd, I'd be able to make that and be able to.
I'm telling you,
get all that set
I'm
up
not
and set
changing
and
your
come
bond
back.
status. So as far as whatever you're going to miss and would have to be redone, you can talk to your attorney about that. All right, so we have Mr. Content and then James. Rennie
Up
will be
next on The Price is Wrong.
All right, sir, your full name and date of birth.
Travis Scott Armstrong, Quinten, 121091.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for 4 separate cases. It's going to be a new case that they just submitted with a date of offense from back, I think it was in January or December. And then your 3
All right, we'll be
probation
here.
matters. So these would be the probation cases
Hey, what
that
up,
you were
Nisha?
on probation for at the time of this offense. Okay. So for the new case, that's going to be for 1 count of
777-9,
shoplifting
not
with
today.
an artifice, a class 4 felony, 1 count of organized retail theft, a class 4 felony. The dates of offense are January 21 of 2025 and December 28 of 2024. The public defender has been appointed. You do have a status conference at June 19, preliminary hearing June 23rd, both at 8:30. So in each of these matters today, I did do a $50 cash bond. So I do show that you're still serving a term
Jonathan
at this
wrote,
time.
"Get a
So I'm
life."
basically putting these placeholder bonds in here so that they know you're in custody in all these matters, okay? So that does ensure that you get transported to your court date. You also could get credit for time served down the road if that becomes an issue because you'll be in custody in these matters as well, okay?
So like the time I'm already here for would count for that, or is it just
It
starting
could,
today?
yeah, it could. So when they say, like at sentencing, when they say you get credit for time served in this amount of time, that's what I'm talking about because they'll show you were already in custody for this particular matter. Okay, and you can talk to your attorney about what happens with that. But
Understood.
that's
I was just wondering because I'm in the redeem program, so I was wondering if that would count for any of the time that I'm already serving. For
I
that.
couldn't tell you that.
Right.
Yeah, that I don't even know that.
Probably a
So,
question for probation.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, that's definitely a question for them. I'm not sure how that works.
Okay.
Okay. Now, your probation cases do have a separate court date. That's going to be for the term 1 violations. That's for a revocation arraignment hearing June 19 at 8:30. Okay. Any questions regarding that?
Hey, that unmute buddy,
All
that
right, if
unmute
you wanna
button
go
is
step
attacking
over,
him.
you gotta
Something
pick up that
heavy
paperwork there. Thank you.
is on him.
All right. So we do have James Ramey, and then Miguel Castaneda Peralta will be up next.
All right. Let's see. We got James coming up. Let's see what James did. What do you guys think James did? DUI, DV, shoplifting at your local Circle K, or is he innocent?
I'm sorry?
You want to go to Miguel real quick? I think he took the
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, we can go with Mr. Castaneda.
Castaneda, theft, robbery, DUI.
All right, so your full name and date of birth?
Miguel Castaneda Peralta, September 10, 1995.
All right, thank you, sir. So you were here for a warrant that was issued. That's out of the Peoria Municipal Court. So in that matter, they've set an arraignment hearing on June 17 at 9 a.m. at the Peoria Municipal Court. This was issued while you were in custody.
Yeah.
So, but because I do show you're still in custody on the bond that was set in that matter, what I've done here is I did a $25 cash bond. Okay, so this is basically a placeholder bond so that they know you're in custody in this case. Because if I release you in this matter, because it was issued while you were in custody, and you are still in custody on your next court date, they're just going to count that as another failure to appear and issue another warrant, and you kind of go through it all over again. So I'm doing that so that they know you're here. Okay. Do you have any questions regarding that?
Can I still be available to be bailed for what I'm here for the first charge? Or what I'm...
Yeah, I believe you had a bond in that matter.
Yeah, because my mom went to go bail me, but they said that they couldn't because that same day a warrant popped up. Literally that same day.
Yeah, they might have just said so they can't do it until you deal with both of these matters.
So can I be...
But yeah, it looks like you do still have that $5,000 bond, the secured appearance bond that was in the other case. So at this point, you would just have to do both of them.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
So can my mom do that today? They can bail me out today?
Yeah, talk to the officers in the back. They'll be able to let you know about the timing, but she should be able to as long as you don't have anything else that's pending.
Yeah, thank you so much, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
You know what? If I called my mom to bail me out of jail,
Mr. Ramey,
I'm not gonna get bailed out.
okay.
My ass is staying in jail. You better believe that.
Isomi, and then Russell Lewis will be up after that.
I not once. I never been bailed out. My mom hung up on me when I
All right,
called.
so your full name and date of birth?
Christopher Michael Ison, 83175.
Thank you, sir. So you are here for a warrant that was issued. That's going to be out of the Encanto Justice Court. So in that case, which is their case number JC 2025-111909, you have an arraignment hearing now set on July 3rd at 1:30 p.m. That would be at the Encanto Justice Court. So in this case, because I do show it as the first warrant issued, and in light of the nature of the charge, I'm going to give you another shot to appear at the next court date. So you are going to be released on your own recognizance. It is going to be your promise to appear.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll just warn you, if you fail to appear at that July 3rd court date, it's very likely another warrant is going to issue at that time. Probably won't have the same luck again. Okay.
You say,
Any questions regarding that?
You say July 1st?
It's July 3rd.
July 3rd.
Yep, and it'll be on your paperwork as well, so
okay.
you don't need to memorize that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Damn, that cop has a bad cop like I
Just
do.
go ahead and step over. Yep. All right, so we've got Mr. Russell Lewis, and then Alejandro Gruber will be up next.
Damn, they were definitely busy last night, man. We're already going an hour strong already. We're about to be hitting the hour mark soon. Hey, Boomer, thank you, or Bummer, thank you for that follow.
Your full name and date of birth.
Hi, Russell Lewis, 06/01/1962.
Jennifer, thank you.
So you are here for a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The charges are 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs and 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, both class 4 felonies, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. That's a class 6 felony. So in your matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. We do have a status conference set on June 27 with a preliminary hearing July 1st, both at 8:30, and those will be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix.
Rick, thank you for
In
the
this
follow.
matter, I am going to be following the PSA recommendation. You are being released on your own recognizance. That is going to be your promise to appear. Do you have any questions regarding that?
No, ma'am.
All right, if you want to go and step over, you want to pick up that paperwork that's over there.
Thank you.
All right,
Hey, what's
so
up
we've
with this
got
one tipping on
Alejandro
over?
Gruber, and then Dante Martin will be up next.
We got Alejandro coming up.
All right, so your full name and date of birth?
Gen X, thank you for the follow.
Alejandro Salcido Gruber, April 5th, 1997.
All right, thank you, sir. So you are here for a warrant that was issued in your probation matter for a petition to revoke file alleging a violation of terms 3 and 5. The Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You do have a revocation arraignment hearing set on June 19 at 8:30. That's going to be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. Because the judge who did your warrant only put a nominal bond on it, I'm not going to hold you on that. So you are being released pending that next court date. So you are being released, but you are still subject to the supervision of your probation officer. Within 72 hours of your release from this facility, you do need to contact probation and otherwise comply with the rest of your terms. I'll just give you a warning. If you do fail to comply with your terms or fail to contact probation or fail to appear at the next court date, it's very likely another warrant is going to get issued, and it's very unlikely you'll have the same luck. You'll get a bond next time. Okay? Any questions regarding that? All right. If you want to go and step over, go and pick up that paperwork.
That guy looks like he munches
All
on
right, so
rocks.
we've got Mr. Martin,
Like
and
literally
then
rocks.
after that, Damon Smith.
Like rocks off the floor. Oh yeah, man, that place is a petri
And
dish.
Mr. Martin, go and state your full name and date of birth,
June 13th, 1988,
and your full name.
Dante Martin.
Thank you, sir. You are here for a warrant that was issued. This is for a direct complaint that's been filed that alleges 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs. That's a class 4 felony with the offense date of December 31 of 2023. I don't show that you qualify for court-appointed counsel based on the financial information that was submitted. You do, of course, have the right to retain an attorney on your own behalf. Now, if you think this is incorrect and based on your financial situation, you should qualify for court-appointed counsel. You can address that with me here. You can always bring that up at your next court date as well, okay? So in this matter, you have the following court dates: the status conference June 27, preliminary hearing July 1st, both at 8:30. I do show that the summons that was sent out in your case was sent back return mail, so I don't show that you received notice of I don't show you received notice. So for that reason, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. That is going to be your promise to appear.
Just
All right.
take
Do you have
it.
any questions regarding that?
No, ma'am, I appreciate that. Today is my birthday.
Oh,
Well, happy birthday to
I
you,
didn't
sir.
even notice that if you said it.
I was
No,
arrested
you're
yesterday
right.
on the warrant. Like I was telling them, I'm completely unaware of what's going on, the case, the charge.
She don't care.
everything. So, like one of the officers was telling me, it was based off of, I had moved, so they sent, whenever they did pick up the case, they sent it out. I never received because
She
I wasn't at
OR'd
that
you. Just
address.
go, buddy.
Yeah, it looks like they tried a couple times to contact you via the address that they had. And whenever they can, so whenever they get the return notice back saying we couldn't serve it, at that point they issue the warrant as the way to get you in here. But I do recognize that I'm not saying it's your fault that you willingly failed to appear at anything.
Thank you.
Okay? And happy birthday. I know this is the way to spend it. All right.
I think he gave me the best gift I could get today.
Well,
I'm gonna go home and figure out the rest.
all right, sir.
Shit,
If you want to
let's-
step over, that information will be in your paperwork as well. Thank you.
Should I clip
All
that?
right, we do have Damon Smith.
My man. My man. Got a good laugh out of that one.
All right, Mr. Smith, go and state your full name and date of birth.
Hey, where's this vato going?
11/21/1991.
All right, thank you, sir. So you were brought in today for a fugitive of justice warrant. So this is a warrant that was issued out of the state of Nevada. So Nevada was notified that you were picked up on a warrant and did both confirm the warrant as well as extradition in your matter. So in your case, you were given that laminated sheet. Did you have an opportunity to take a look at that? What that is that's the waiver of extradition language. So that's what you would be signing off on if you choose to waive extradition and return to the state of Nevada. Now, I'm going to go over your two options here today, and I will give you an opportunity to ask if you have any questions, okay?
Hey, what up, Sancho
So
310?
your first option is you can choose to waive extradition.
Gracias for that
When
daily
you do
heart.
that, you are saying, Nevada, I'm ready to come back on this warrant. Come pick me up. If you opt to go that direction, you would be held in the Maricopa County Jail non-bailable until Nevada comes to pick you up on the warrant. Nevada, in turn, would have 30 days starting tomorrow to pick you up. Now, that 30-day time frame starts tomorrow unless you have any local open cases.
Man, I
If you
just
have any
been
local
sick,
open
man.
cases, the 30-day time frame wouldn't start until the end of that case. I don't show that you have any. I just want to give you a heads up, okay? So that's if you choose to waive extradition and return to Nevada, okay? You would have no further hearings here in Maricopa County.
Man, thank you. I highly
Now, if you
appreciate that.
choose not to waive extradition, at least not here today, okay? You can always choose to waive at a later date. But if you choose not to waive extradition here today, I'd be setting a fugitive from justice hearing or an extradition hearing on June 23rd at 1:30 p.m. That would take place at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. Now, I can't appoint an attorney to represent you in that case because these matters are considered to be civil in nature. Even though it's a criminal case in Nevada, the actual extradition case here in Arizona is a civil matter. So you do have the right to retain an attorney on your own behalf. I'll also note there are public defenders who are often present at those hearings who can provide assistance. There's just no guarantee of that, okay? So in that case, your warrant was actually a non-bailable warrant, which indicated that they wanted whoever picked you up on it to hold you non-bailable. Here in Arizona, I can't do that under the information that I have at this time. Since I don't show that it is a post-adjudication warrant, I am unable to hold you non-bailable, so I do have to set a bond if you choose not to waive extradition. But in that case, it is going to be a $50,000 secured appearance bond.
Man, who has 50,000?
50, yeah. So it is secured. You would be able to work with a bonding company, but that it is the amount.
I know I don't
that
got
you would have to post
50,000
in order
lying
be
around to
released
bail
prior to
out.
your next court date on June 23rd. Okay. Now, the process if you choose not to waive extradition is that a governor's warrant has to be signed by the governors of both states, so both Nevada and Arizona, in order to extradite you back there. Now, that process can take up to 90 days, so it can be a longer process. That's the time frame they have to execute the warrant on both ends. Okay. So first, do you have any questions regarding it?
If I sign the waiver, how long will it take to, what's the, any time frame that they usually come sooner than 30 days?
I don't know how long Nevada takes. I wouldn't think that it could take them that long, but at the same time, it could be on day 1. It could be on day 30. I'm unfortunately unable to give you any idea as to which one it would be.
And you said my court date would be on the 23rd.
June 23rd, correct.
Well, they would take me in custody then too, right?
So if you're unable to post the bond, then you would remain in custody. Okay, you'd be held on bond in custody and be transported to your court date on June 23rd. At that point, you'd be going in front of the commissioner who handles our fugitive from justice matters. She actually gives you the same option that I just gave you here today. They go over that all over again on that date as well.
It's not that hard. You got two choices, A or B. You want to stay or you want to fight?
I want a chance to post bond.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go ahead and enter a non-waiver on your part. Like I said, if you change your mind down the road, you can do that. But at least here today, we'll enter in that non-waiver. I'm going to set your hearing on June 23rd at 1:30. You do have that $50,000 secured appearance bond. So we're going to go ahead and print out your paperwork. It'll have all that information in it as well. Before you go, do you have any other questions for me?
No.
All right, sir. If you want to go and step over, we'll get that to you, okay?
Yeah. They make it seem like you got an option, but in reality, you got no options.
All right. And I will go ahead and put our house calls on record.
They make it seem like you got options, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Okay, is that behavior in here? Is this behavior in here? Okay. All right. Understood. All right, so we'll go ahead and put 12 and 13 on record first. That's going to be for James Cecil Rainey, date of birth 5/15/1990, who's here for two separate matters today. These are both probation violation warrants that were issued for petitions to revoke files alleging a violation of terms 3, 4, 5, and 15. The public
Good eye,
defender has been
Emily.
appointed. Revocation arraignment hearing set on June 19 at 8:30. The bond in each warrant's been affirmed. Each of those has a $250 secured appearance bond. Next house call is going to be for Yabi Amazuvi, date of birth 1/1 of 1989, who's here on a new case out of Superior Court. I show he is a house call due to exhibiting bizarre behavior. So he's here for a new case out of Superior Court alleging 1 count of theft, classified felony, 3 counts of fraudulent use of a credit card, class 1 misdemeanors. The public defender has been appointed. Status conference set on June 19 at 8:30. Preliminary hearing June 23rd at 8:30. That'll be at the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. The bond in his matter is a $500 secured appearance bond with orders not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. Next matter is for James Valenzuela, date of birth 10/2 of 94. I show he is a house call due to being a vulnerable adult. He's here for a new case out of Superior Court. This is alleging 1 count of theft of a means of transportation, a class 3 felony with the offense date of June 12th. The public defender has been appointed. Status conference is set June 19 with a preliminary hearing June 23rd at 8:30. In that matter, based on a review of his history, he does have a $7,500 secured appearance bond with orders not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. Our next house call is going to be for Ruby Irene Robinson, who I show is a house call today due to being unable to function in general population. She's here for a warrant issued out of the Surprise Municipal Court. Arraignment hearing is set July 8 at 1:30. She is getting released in lieu of the $20 bond that was in her warrant, so her release is going to be on her own recognizance. Next matter is for Douglas Croft, date of birth 8/25/64, who I show is a house call due to being unable to function in general population. He's here for a bench warrant that was issued for failure to appear. No matter of status conference is now set June 19, preliminary hearing June 23rd, both at 8:30, and the public defender has been appointed. Bond in the warrant's been affirmed. That's a $500 secured appearance bond. All right, so are we ready to go on our last matter then?
Oh, yes.
Looks like we're
Hey,
all clear.
just so you're
All right,
aware, it's probably
we'll
going to be
go ahead
something
and
bad.
call our last matter on the calendar then. This is going to be for Christian Godinez Apodaca. Sir, if you could step in the courtroom.
If you ever had any type of trauma, you probably don't want to hear this. I don't know what it's going to be, but normally these are pretty bad.
All right, sir, go ahead and state your full name and date of birth.
Christian Godinez Apodaca, 11/23/03.
All right, thank you. And the state?
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Gahn on behalf of the state.
All right, thank you. All right, so sir, you are here for a new case out of Superior Court. So the following charges have been submitted, and I will note all charges in this matter have been submitted as attempted with the charge, which is appropriate for some of them, was not necessarily appropriate for others, so I believe the booking agency definitely made some errors here. However, probable cause was still found even in light of that. So your charges at this time are 2 counts of attempted kidnapping, class 3 felonies, 3 counts of attempted sexual assault, class 3 felonies, 3 counts of attempted armed robbery, class 3 felony, 1 count of attempted kidnap, a class 3 felony, 3 counts of attempted aggravated assault, a class 4 felony. So I would imagine when these charges, if they are in fact filed, they would not be attempts anymore, so that would actually change the classification of the felonies as well. In your matter, the Public Defender's Office has been appointed. You do have a status conference set on June 19 with a preliminary hearing June 23rd, both at 8:30. Those will be at the Superior Court located in downtown Phoenix. Christian, I know you wanted to address, I think, both the Form 4 as well as release in this matter, so I'll go ahead and turn that over to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's asking for the court to hold Mr. Godinez Apodaca with no bond pursuant to Article 2, Section 22A1 of the Arizona Constitution based on dangerousness. The state is very concerned that he is an extremely dangerous person and that he puts the community at significant risk. He allegedly sexually assaulted at least 2 victims at gunpoint and attempted to do so to a 3rd victim. I would point out to the court that 2 of those offenses occurred on the same night. Within less than 2 hours between those offenses.
Damn, straight
a weapon was
maniacal.
used. Given the use of the weapon, the sexual nature of these offenses, and the number of victims, the state does not believe that there are any release conditions available at this time that would sufficiently ensure the safety of the community. Again, we think that he's an extremely dangerous person.
Who does that?
The state would also move to seal the Form 4 and replace it with the redacted version because, unfortunately, it contains the victims' names.
All right. I'll start with the Form 4 issue, and I did receive the request to seal the Form 4 as well as the amended Form 4 that would contain the redactions. So we're going to go ahead and grant the request based on the request by the state in this matter.
He committed some robberies and then he did some sexual stuff to 2 victims and 1 attempted. So pretty much he's a SO.
All right, so that
Allegedly.
is marked now as sealed. All right, Mr. Godinez, I did review the Form 4 submitted in this matter. That did contain the probable cause statement detailing, or at least outlining, the charges that have been submitted here today, which this court has found probable cause on. I've also considered a victim impact statement that was submitted to the court as well. I've also reviewed your criminal history, which is fairly limited in nature. You're only 21 though, so I wouldn't expect you to have a lengthy history, but I do note that you do already have a weapons offense from 2024 in there, which is a misdemeanor offense. I do agree with the state that you do pose a significant danger to the community.
I agree with her.
Based on the nature of the offense you have here, the fact that there are multiple instances of these allegations, multiple victims involved, involving very similar conduct across the board.
What up, Nana?
So for that reason, I don't think that I can,
Thank you for the daily.
or I don't think it's necessary to hold you without bond because there is no other option in order to protect the community. I think we are able to set a bond in this matter, but you're going to be looking at a significant bond because you pose a significant danger to the community. So at this time, you have a $350,000 cash-only appearance bond. It is a cash bond, so you would have to post that full amount. If you were to post bond and be released from custody, it would be subject to the supervision of pretrial services with electronic monitoring installed prior to your release because you do have the sexual assault charge, so that is required by Arizona law. Your release conditions include that you are not to return to the scene of the offense, not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You are not to possess any weapons in this matter. I will caution you that a violation of a no victim contact order would constitute aggravated harassment. That is a Class 6 felony. If you commit a new felony offense while being on felony release, you would be held non-bailable at that point pursuant to Arizona law. I also warn you that the no victim contact order does apply whether you are in custody
Yes,
or
it is,
out of
Ali.
custody. It applies whether it is through social media, through third parties. There is no contact whatsoever. Ms. Gaunt, anything further from the state that you want to address with respect to that now that I've gone
No.
over the court's order?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I believe I've already signed that one. Mr. Godinez, you're going to receive all of this information in your paperwork here in a moment, but do you have any questions regarding what I've just gone over?
Yeah.
What's your question?
I'm not a threat to the community. None of that. These are just allegations or accusations of me that are wrong.
All right, you've been appointed an attorney to represent you. That is the appropriate
understand
party
that,
to discuss that with.
I haven't threatened, no, I haven't done nothing to nobody.
Oh, you're innocent.
I have a daughter at home that I had to raise with her mother because her mom don't work, and she has trouble raising her on her own. And I don't think that I should be held without the high amount of a bond for these accusations that are just false accusations on me.
Yeah, you can go ahead and speak to your attorney about that. I will let you know that I found that there was substantial evidence to support the charges that were submitted here today. So those release conditions will not be changed today.
But I also have alibis and evidence that prove that I'm my innocence.
That is a conversation to have with your attorney. You have been appointed one. All right?
Okay.
You want to go and step over and we'll get you that paperwork that'll have your information in it. All right, I show that was our last matter here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recorder.
All right, so that's it. That's it for the 8 a.m. court, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I gotta go ahead and take care of some other things in my day. I will be back tomorrow, so if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you anything. What up, country girl? How's it going? What's up, Becca? Yeah, so hey, I've been on for 2 hours now. I gotta wrap it up, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow, so be on the lookout. If you like watching these court appearances and whatnot with my commentary, definitely hit that follow button. And do you have Pima is on right now, but it's on YT. Obviously, I'm not gonna be on that one, but if you go to add collect call from on YT, I do have I think I have 2 other streams running. I got Miami-Dade, and then I got Pima. So if you want to catch that one, you could definitely catch it on YT. Thank you, Nico, for pointing that out. Thank you guys. I do appreciate you guys. Hey, what's up, Jenna? But I gotta get going. But hey, the I am collect call James. You are watching. You have a collect call from, and like I said right here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, I'm out. A rato.